Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hustlers, makers, and content creators, welcome to the only live stream on planet Earth dedicated to mobile content creators and mobile YouTubers. If that's you, welcome. You found your home. It's been a while. I have missed you. I haven't actually been live in quite some time. And today I'm going to be answering your mobile YouTuber and mobile creator questions. To get your question answered, head down to the description below. Got a link down there. It's going to open a form. Drop your question in the form. It's going to help keep everything nice and tidy. And I'm going to power through as many of these questions as possible. But this is not going to be a long stream, says every long stream ever. This is going to be a fairly short stream. It's 11:30 p.m. here in Thailand. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm trying to binge watch the second season of Dark, and I want to knock out the last 2 episodes before I go to bed. Not going to lie, shooting it straight with you like I always do. How's everybody doing? How have you been? Debbie J in the house, Grabster here, Crypto Cruising. How's it going, Neil? Super Brick Lego Reviews, Cathay Fit. How's it going? Congratulations, by the way, on your newborn, Alan Osborne. How are you doing? Alpha Cookie Girl, how are you? Doug Houston YT, how's it going, brother? Nice to see you in here. Yeah, I hope everybody has been, oh man, last time I streamed, I don't even remember the last time I streamed, before VidCon. I think it was before VidCon. That was quite some time. Now, before I jump into these questions, I want to thank the fine folks over at TubeBuddy for sponsoring today's show and making it all possible. TubeBuddy is the #1 browser plugin and growth app for YouTubers. Unless you're just getting on the internet today or just getting started on the YouTube journey, you probably already have TubeBuddy already. But if you don't, there is a link in the description below. It's going to allow you to put that in. It's going to work on your desktop, whatever browser you use. It's also going to work on your Android or your iOS device. So put that in, learn how to use it. That's the important thing. And Central Florida Preppers, hey brother, how you doing, man? Hey D, great to see you, bro. Great to see you too. Hope you're holding it down in Central Florida. I'm going to jump right into these questions. Not going to waste any time today. Real quick, I do want to answer this one. Life of Cleb says, you have TubeBuddy, but it didn't work for me. It's not that it didn't work for you. It's that you don't understand how to use it. This is the important thing with TubeBuddy. You need to install TubeBuddy and go watch tutorials, and you have to learn how to use it. TubeBuddy is a tool. A lot of people have this misconception that they're going to install TubeBuddy and they're suddenly going to get views, they're going to get subscribers, and that isn't how it works. It's a tool. Think of it as if you're building a house. Well, it's a hammer, and it's a saw, and it's a ruler, and it's a drill, but it's not going to build the house for you. You still have to learn how to actually use those tools to build the house. Once you learn the tools, it helps. Ganji's Family Adventure says, hey D, can I get a channel review on my family channel? Okay, yes, you can. I can get you pulled up, but I'm not going to be digging into reviews today because this is going to be a short Q&A stream. This isn't going to be the usual long stream, but I will get you up and I'll have a quick look. Moderators, don't let me forget to pull them up because I'm going to be powering through these questions. Hey, Leela, how's it going? She says, great point, D. It's a tool, but it won't work for you if you don't do the work. Yeah, that's the thing with all of these stuff. You know, there's great tools out there for everything. There's great tools for data. There's great tools to help you build thumbnails. There's great tools to help you edit your videos, but you have to put in the time to learn how to use those tools because unfortunately, as cool as, I mean, look, we live in an awesome time, right? Cars are now driving themselves. Can I get a what on that? Cars can now drive themselves. We live in a time when cars can drive themselves. Unfortunately, YouTube doesn't do everything for you just yet. So you do need to put in the work. Yeah, hey, what's up? Nick Nimmin's in the house. What's up, Mr. 400,000 subscribers? Boom. Hey Isaac, how's it going, man? All right, I'm going to jump into these questions here because they're piling up fast. First question comes from Super Brick Lego Reviews, who says, since I'm a Lego YouTuber, what can I do to build a Lego niche audience and grow my channel? Okay, if you're a Lego channel, let me pull you up really quick here, and I'm not going to pull you up on my phone. I'm actually going to pull you up here on my monitor. Give me 1 second. Okay, there you are. Super Brick Logo Reviews. Let me give you a quick look. Okay, first thing I'm going to tell you to do is you need a lot more content. I mean, the fact that you've got 4 videos and 24 subscribers, you have a couple of these videos that are getting good views on them. That's fantastic. That means that people are responding to your content. So that's fantastic. What you can do to get more views is keep uploading content, keep uploading consistently, learn how to craft great titles, learn how to make great thumbnails. I can tell you right now that you'll probably want to try different types of thumbnails, because it's cool that you've got yourself in the thumbnails, but I would also test out different types of thumbnails. Maybe a thumbnail where, you know, let's say you're doing the Lego Star Wars, and huge Star Wars fan, by the way. You can, hey, Ghost Hog 54, what's up, brother? Thanks, man. Thanks a lot. Maybe try some shots where you're zoomed in on the finished Lego creation. So I would do that. Additionally, these other things down here, the Lego YouTubers, I know you're trying to be cool and like share the love and all of that, but when you're in the stage of growing your channel, you don't have that. You don't want to have anything on your channel that is going to drive people off of your channel, especially if I land on your channel and you have 24 subscribers. Hey, Andrew Can's in the house. What's going on, Andrew Can? Your channel's not verified. Okay, well, you need to verify your channel. But I just lost my train of thought. Okay, let's say I land on your channel. You've got 24 subscribers. You've got a couple hundred views, but you're showing me these larger channels with millions of views or hundreds of thousands of subscribers, even millions of subscribers. I might just bypass what you're doing and click on their channel. So I would remove those for now. Focus everything on getting people to watch your videos. So just upload consistently, upload a lot more content, focus on great titles, focus on making great thumbnails. YouTube is full of awesome tutorials. Andrew Can. Hey, Adeep Terwa, how you doing, brother? Nice to see you in here. Andrew Can was just live last night, and he was showing people how to use the TubeBuddy keyword tool. Hold on. Excuse me. This is what happens when you're out of practice from from speaking so much. A little ASMR for you. Yeah, Andrew was last night. Dapper Dop, how's it going, man? Yeah, Andrew was live last night on his channel showing people how to use a keyword explorer for TubeBuddy. If you guys are not using this feature yet, again, a link in the description below for that. That's how you're going to come up with great titles. You got to put in the work. You got to learn how to use it. And of course, go follow Nick. Nick's in here. Nick, say something. Say whoop. What up, Nick? Go follow Brian G. Johnson. Go follow, man, there's so many. And I hate to start mentioning people to follow because I know I'm going to leave people out because I'm in live stream mode and I'll forget people, but all of that. Real quick, Kevin Dollarman says, how do you mobile live? You can mobile live. First of all, there's two ways. There's two things you got to think about. One, if you have under 1,000 subscribers, you have to change how you go live on YouTube. In order to do that, you need to use either the Streamlabs app, you need to use Switcher Studio, you can use Wirecast Go, you can also use Prism Studio. I've got some more videos coming on this stuff. This is a really hot topic. If you got over 1,000 subscribers, you can go live from any of those or straight from the YouTube app. Andrew Can, thank you, man. Much appreciated. Thank you for that aloe. Oh, yeah, I forgot I gave you the aloe. So, fun story here. We were at VidCon. I burned the back of my neck on Venice Beach, and I bought this. So you go to America. I'm curious. I know there's a lot of you in the U.S. right now. Who's in the USA? If you're in the USA, just type in USA. Thanks, Neil. I'd like to say your first super chat on the new channel, but Andrew got it. Welcome back. Thank you, man. I'm looking forward to see what you're doing on the Urban Explorer channel, man. Van life. Okay, so there's a lot of you in the USA. So you know this. You know that everything in the US right now is supersized. You can't just go to the grocery store anymore and buy a tiny little travel. I mean, maybe you can find it in like the bin somewhere, the travel bin, but the tiny little tiny little tiny little things of like lotion or aloe. I couldn't find it. I had to buy this huge, like American sized aloe. I just needed it for like 2 days. This enormous thing right here. I had to buy it. I used it for 2 days, and then I gave the rest to Andrew. Wow, the super chats are floating in. Guys, thank you so much. Let's see here. Central Florida Preppers, thanks again, man. Says, yep, the Nimmin brothers and Brian G are the place to go to learn this crazy YouTube stuff. Man, thank you. Shelly saves the day. How are you doing, Shelly? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're coming to Vid Summit again. Looking forward to hanging out with you. And I just saw another super chat coming in here. Barry Euphoric, thank you, man. Much appreciated. Hey, Costume Co. How's it going, Heidi? Hope you were doing well. All right, next question. That was just a long answer. I don't know how that happened. Sidetracked. All right, next question. Kitty Love 47, who says, what subscriber number do we need to get the YouTube play button? Ho, ho, ho. So the first YouTube play button that you can get will be at 100,000 subscribers. 100,000 subscribers will get you the first play button. Paul Peck Drywall. What's up, brother? How you doing? Cool, Shelly. Awesome. Looking forward to seeing you there. Speaking of 100,000 subscribers, I don't know if he's in here yet, but he'll probably be in here soon. Dr. Sten. Those of you who know Dr. Sten, if you're aware of Dr. Sten, if you're friends with Dr. Sten, type in doctor. He just hit 100,000 views. Subscribers. He just hit 100,000 subscribers. What's up, Scully House of Thrillers? Ah, that's insane, man. So proud of you, dude. I love seeing everybody just killing it. Love it. Nope, you don't know Doctor Who? Doctor. He's the doctor that you need to know. Fantastic channel he has. All right. Next question. The question is, okay, I don't know if I can answer this one. This is a big one. It comes from Ryan A. Raymond. It says, I've been using iMovie to edit full-length versions of my live streams to make shorter videos that are cleaner and sometimes almost take a different message than the original live stream. Okay, so you're repurposing your live streams. Fantastic. I love it. For simply cutting out sections of the video, this works great. However, there's not much audio processing control or robust feature set. What mobile apps would you recommend? I also been using Over to make my thumbnails and any other feedback. Okay, so I haven't tested these apps out yet. Hold on here. I haven't tested these out. But for audio control, hold on. I believe KineMaster has some audio controls in there. I know LumaFusion has some audio controls in there, but let me fire this up here. So this is the audio apps that I'm currently testing. And some of the ones that I know have a lot of robust features in them are as Audio Master. You see here on the bottom right-hand side, Audio Master. They have a whole suite of audio apps. There might be some more. They have a whole suite of audio apps that allow you to do things like EQ your audio. You can do a mic swap where you can change the sound of your microphone. They have other things where you can remove noise, you can remove hiss. I'm testing them out. I don't have the final thumbs up or thumbs down on them yet, but so far so good. So now, as far as I know, these are on iPhone. I don't know if they're on Android or not. If anyone is in the chat right now who uses these on Android, let me know if these are available for you. Hey, Richie Dalton, how's it going, man? 5-minute air shows. How you doing? And you know what? It's possible. Power Director might do that as well. But since if you're using iMovie, you're on an iPhone, so no, forget Power Director. And that's not going to work. Somebody else just mentioned Lexus Audio. D, what about the Lexus Audio Editor? I haven't used that one yet, JB the Pro. What I have right here, and I don't think I've got it installed. No, this is what I'm currently testing. I've got these. And I want to say that mic swap it's really cool. So you can record it on one type of a microphone, and it can emulate all kinds of different microphones and different room sounds. So if you're trying to make yours, like if you're cutting up your audio and you want it to sound in a certain point where you want your audio to sound like it's in a larger room, or you want to kill off some of the reverb to make it sound like it's a really tight podcast or something, that app is good for that. Back to the questions here. He also says, I've also been using Over to make my thumbnails, and any feedback on different apps on thumbnails I'm using. Oh, okay. So for thumbnails, I'm always going to fall on the usual suspects for thumbnails at this particular time. I love PixArt. You can use the free version, just close the ads. If you're on Android, I love, of course, PixArt. I also love Pixel Lab. And there's also Canva, which is a template-based system, which is fantastic if you're just getting started. If anybody's just getting started right now, type in yes right now. If you've got you're getting started on YouTube and you don't have any videos, or you've been YouTubing for like under a month, type in yes right now. Hey, Mike Phillips, how's it going? Okay, so wow, look at this. Yes, just starting the channel. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So if you are intimidated by opening up an app and having a blank canvas, I know a lot, I was, right? When the first time you open up an app, which is weird because I know Photoshop. I know Photoshop well. I've been using it since it came out. Old man in the house. But when I open up an app and I see the blank white screen, I get really intimidated. This is where Canva really comes in to help. It's canva.com if you're on a desktop, or Canva, which is an app. It's a free app. And basically it's full of templates that other people have made. It's thumbnail templates, it's header art templates, it's Instagram story templates, it's every template for anything you could possibly imagine. You can tweak it to make it your own. You're allowed to do it, and then you can save it and you can use it on YouTube, wherever you want to use it. Canva is amazing for people who are just getting started, or for people who want to use the advanced features in Canva. It's also really cool. I see Doug giving a hoot to Neil. What just happened to Neil? Oh, your top secret account. I'm missing something in the chat. Well, okay, so there's a lot of yeses in here. Wow. And look, I know a lot of you may have just come over. I did a collaboration with Jevin Dovey recently, and that video is doing really well. And a lot of you may have come over from Jevin's video. If anybody came over here from Jevin's video, type in yes right now. Let me high five you and fist bump you and welcome you to my channel. Thank you so much for coming over. Thanks for responding to that video that we did together. Well, a lot of people use Canva. Okay, Oakley Stevens. Okay, welcome. Thank you. Netta's Luck. I love that video. Yeah. Wow, great. Yeah, man, that was a great video. I'm so glad he hit me up to do that video. All right, moving on to the next question. This one comes from Isaac LOL. He says, can you build a tripod with Legos? First of all, I want to say that, yeah, I'm very handy. I have an entire area of the studio over here where I just build stuff. I've built all kinds of things, including flux capacitors. Hey, Eileen Smith, how are you doing? I built all kinds of things here. If Lego wanted to send me a bunch of Legos to build tripods or build camera gear or phone mounts or gimbals, I would totally take that and I would figure out a way to make that happen. But I don't know anybody at Lego. DIY Travel says, how do you make a YouTube banner picture? Okay, to make your YouTube banner or make your YouTube channel art, go to my videos tab on my channel. I have 2 or 3 different videos showing you how to make channel art using your phone. Eileen says, I need to get on that desktop so I can do the super chat. Be right back. Oh, thank you so much. You're so sweet, Eileen. And by the way, I want to recognize, Eileen, that I cannot open my phone without getting a notification popping up saying that you are live somewhere. So you are on the grind. Sparks Family TV just wanted to show some love. Thank you so much. You guys have been so generous today. I need to take breaks like this more often. Oh, you guys are so awesome. All right, moving on to the next question from my favorite name on the entire platform, Glue Guns and Roses. Question is, do you still recommend the Boya and the Boya BY M1 lavalier microphone for smartphones, Canon, Nikon, DSLR? I've had it in my Amazon cart forever. Okay, when it comes to microphones, and I've actually tested a lot of different microphones lately, I still like the Boya BY-M1 lavalier microphone. I think it's a great microphone, especially for the price. It's around $17 US, depending on where you're at in the world. It's a fantastic microphone. My only real problem with the microphone is it's like a 6-meter cable, which is incredibly long, and it's unnecessary. But I do have a new Boya microphone that I'm going to test out here soon. It appears to be the Boya BY-M1, but they've shortened the cable. It looks like it's a 3-meter cable. They've changed the name on it. I haven't tested it yet, but I'm a big fan of Boya products. Now, I do know that Kathy Fit, who was in here, and hold on, Neil, I forget your Urban Explorer. I know they got the Boya, I believe, and they've had some problems with the microphone connecting to their phones. I have heard that this happens sometimes, but look, for $17, I mean, yeah, I don't think you can go wrong with that. Yeah. Wiki Pamela says, I love the long cable on the Boya. Well, yeah, that's great. If you're doing something where you need the distance, I think the Boya is fantastic for that. The next thing, hey, Mike, welcome back. The next question I would ask when it comes to microphones for your phone is, what are you recording? If you're recording your voice, lapels are great. Right? Lapels, the clip-on microphones, they're fantastic. If you're recording instruments, you're recording outside noise, maybe you're doing an ASMR channel, I wouldn't recommend a lapel mic for that. I would recommend some sort of a shotgun microphone. But yeah, the Boya's good. $17, that's one of those things where it's like, you know what, $17, even if you don't use the Boya all the time, what I do is anywhere I go, even if I'm not using the Boya, I keep it in my bag. in case, if I'm using, because I like to use the Rode Video Pro Plus, which is a larger shotgun microphone. But, the batteries can go dead on it. The rechargeable battery can go dead. And if it goes dead, well, I still want a good microphone, so I always carry the Boya as a backup. And I think Eileen just dropped me a super chat. Oh, thank you so much, Eileen. She says, "D, you're the best when it comes to mobile tutorials for creators." Thank you. Thank you so much, Eileen. That was so sweet. Thank you. So, Glue Guns and Roses, I hope that answers your question. Yes, it's a great mic. At the very least, I like to keep it as a backup. Kevin Dollarman, do you know any animation apps? Depending on your version of animation apps, yes, there's a great app for Android called Alight, A-L-I-G-H-T, I believe, Alight Motion, that does animation. I've got some videos coming on this in the future as well. Next question in forum. Guys, if you have a question that you need to get answered, head down to the description. I've got a link to a form. Drop your question in there. It's going to make sure that I see your question because the chat moves really fast. And as I'm speaking and looking at the camera, I don't get a chance to see all of your questions. Alex Talks. Hey, brother, how's it going? He says, what is Bitly? B-I-T-L-E-Y. Bitly is a link shortening platform. It can take a really long link and turn it into a short link that you can share out on social media or wherever it is that you want to share it. It can also keep track of how many clicks inside of their admin. Bitly has an admin. It tells you how many clicks came on that link. So it's a dual purpose platform. It's pretty cool. Next question is, Prozoid. Okay, I'm not doing any channel reviews at the moment. Next question. JK University says, how to become, and this is exactly how they say it, how to become big when you are young. Okay, if you are young and you want to become big, first thing I would recommend is double down on your milk. You're going to need calcium. You're going to need protein. So chicken, milk, don't miss your vegetables. That's how you get big when you're young. And hit the weights, man. When you get about 15, hit the gym. Roger Wakefield in the house. What is going on, man? The expert plumber. Nice to see you in here. Roger says steroids. Oh, man. Spinach. Yeah, spinach worked for Popeye for years, right? Get those guns going. All right, I know what you mean. You mean, how do you get big as a YouTuber? Okay, this is a tough question. How do you get big as a YouTuber? Well, there's the hard way, which is you have to make content that people want to see. You have to figure out a way to provide value to as many people as you can. And Roger, the expert plumber, he's a great example of this. Roger's on fire. He's growing incredibly fast. Roger's a plumber. If you don't know Roger, Roger is a plumber. He's actually the expert plumber. He's providing insane amount of value, not only to homeowners, but to other plumbers. He's empowering plumbers and teaching them how to get on YouTube, how to get on LinkedIn, how to get on social media. He's providing value. Because of that, he's growing fast. So if you're young, I don't know how old you are, let's say you're 14, I would think about, what am I good at? What do I love to do? What knowledge do I share, even as a 14-year-old or 15-year-old? What can I help people do? And then I would make that. Whatever you're passionate about, whatever you can help. If you can help solve problems, there's so many problems out there where people go to YouTube, people go to Google. How do I do this? How do I XYZ? If you can tell them how to XYZ, provide value, you're going to grow. It's just a matter of time. But you do have to learn how to craft really good titles. You have to learn how to make really good thumbnails, and you have to learn how to make videos and be engaging in your video. And these are all skills that you're not going to have right away. You're going to have to research. You're going to have to study. You're going to have to learn. The first place that I recommend you go is the YouTube Creator Academy. Moderators, if someone wants to drop a link to the YouTube Creator Academy, this is a free course. Well, it's a series of courses created by YouTube. It's basically their instruction manual for YouTube. And they walk you through a series of courses to explain how YouTube works. But to shrink it down, hey, Dillion's World Works, how's it going? Shrink it all down just to a simple thing, right? Provide as much value as you can. Focus on learning how to craft great titles. Focus on making great thumbnails. And then over time, you're going to get more comfortable in front of the camera and just be able to learn how to edit your videos and present yourself in a way that keep people engaged in watching your videos. Travis Blue Beast says that doesn't work for you. It doesn't work for you because even though you might think that you're doing everything right, Unfortunately, that's not the case, because if you're doing everything, I mean, look, go into your YouTube analytics. Your click-through rate, if you go into your analytics, your click-through rate is going to tell you, are your thumbnails working or not? If you're not getting the clicks, it's either because your thumbnails are not good enough or your title isn't good enough for people to find you. People have to find you by the title, by your SEO, by your description and your title, all the information that you give YouTube. That's how they find you. Then you got to get them to click by the thumbnail. So that's step one and step two. If you don't hit both of those, you're not going to get people to watch your video. And then when they do watch your video, you got to bring it on the video. Whatever you're doing on the video, you have to be entertaining. You have to be providing value. You have to be good on video. You know, you have to give them what they came for. And if you don't do that, then the other two things don't matter. You know, step one, step two, step three. And if you mess up any of those, then the process isn't going to work for you and you're not going to grow. Edward Vane, how's it going? Yeah, you know, this is one of those things where if you do all this stuff, and Rogers can come in right now. Hey, Nick, yes, how's it going, man? Oh, you dropped a super chat. Hold on, man. Sorry, brother. I was eyeballing the camera. He says, why does your live streaming setup look so good? Dude, man, you guys are killing me with compliments tonight. Thank you, man. I appreciate that a lot. I don't know, man. I just think it's the purple light. I'm using a 50mm lens. This camera is probably about 10 feet away from me, and I'm using a 50mm lens that gives it just that slight, you know, bokeh, the slight out of focus behind me. And I've just got an LCD strip here in the back and some random lights going up and around. Appreciate that, man. Back to Roger. You know, Roger can definitely come in here and explain. He can co-sign on it, actually, that if you put in the work, you learn how to do those things, this stuff works. This stuff definitely works. Roger, would you agree with that? I'm going to jump into the next. By the way, man, how was your trip to Bali, Nikias? I was kind of bummed out that we couldn't make it there. We were kind of routing through. The EVA Air was having a strike, so like half of their flights didn't fly. We had to, it was a mess. But I hope you had an awesome time, man. All right, next question. How do you make, okay, Solid Gold says, how can you make editing quality nicer? I guess you mean, how do you become better at editing? You become better at editing by paying attention to videos, paying attention to movies. When I first started editing like 20 years ago, I just started paying attention to every TV show I could watch, every movie I could watch. And I would just, I would start counting how many seconds before they would edit here, how many seconds before they would edit there. Wow, that was an incredible scene. And I would rewind it, and then I would, okay, why is this an incredible scene? Why did it get cut the way it did? I started to break down and analyze why some of the cuts were made and how they would edit and how they would change things up. And then eventually when YouTube came along, I started looking at how people would edit YouTube. And for my own channel, I find that I do the best with just simple jump cuts, which is a hard cut. And it eliminates any pauses or any dead space between sentences or something like that, just a hard cut. But in addition to that, repetition. You have to make video after video after video. Hey, Christina, after video, after video, after video, after video. Go edit 100 videos. Go edit 200 videos, 300 videos, and I promise you, along the way, you're going to see a huge improvement between your first video and your 200th video. There's going to be a massive improvement. Hey, The Mark Show. How's it going? Keck says, hey, what's a good editor for mobile but not KineMaster and for Android? So you're getting specific, man. If it's not KineMaster for Android, I'm going to say Power Director. Cyberlink Power Director would be my other choice. That's up there with KineMaster in terms of features. That's right, Roger. Roger says, improve 1% on each one. Dale Cecil... I lost you, brother. Somebody just said, there it is, Vlog It. Dale Ciceruno says, Vlog It. Vlog It's free. Vlog It's good, but I think Power Director is better. However, if you got to have free, you don't want to watermark, Vlog It's the way to go. But I do hear that a lot of people are having audio sync issues with Vlog It, so that's something to keep in mind. Mike Phillips says, hey, thanks, man. Appreciate it. He says, just getting the super chat train revved up. Click the super chat button and show D some love. These guys are bringing it every week. Thank you. Mike Phillips, man, Thank you. God, you guys have been so generous today. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Kevin Dollarman, Alight Motion is a fantastic app. Exactly. Fantastic people over there too. That the developers working on that app are, man, really good guys. And they love to get feedback from you. So if you have ideas for the app, if you have anything that they could do better, reach out to them, let them know. They're active on Twitter, they're on Instagram, and I'm sure you can reach them through their app somewhere. Next question. All right, so I'm not doing channel reviews right now. Remove mod account. What? How do I look? Can we move mod accounts? Oh, the Urban Explorer says, oh, can we move mod accounts? Okay, say something, Neil. Neil, say something, man, so I can get you remodded here. I didn't even think about that when you came in. There you are. Okay, bend a knee, son. Oh, this is weird. I can't mod you from here. So for some reason, I can't mod you from inside of Streamlabs right now. It's just saying go to your channel. So I will, how weird is that? Okay, I'll get you modded. It's just not letting me do it right now. Turtle Creativity, hey, nice to see you. Says, can I jump on the train? Thank you for sharing your knowledge. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. You guys are just killing me today with your kindness and generosity. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Say something, he's giving up on you. Is that not like the saddest song, Christina? Ah, that's so sad. All right, let's go on to the next question. Guys, again, if you're just joining, welcome. I have a link in the description below. Drop your question in that form. It's going to make sure that I see your question because as you can see in the chat, I'm looking at the screen, I'm talking, I can't actually see the chat and I'm missing a lot of questions. So head down to the description underneath this live stream right here and ask your question. And by the way, if you're watching this on the replay, thank you. You can go down and just leave a comment under the video and I will be coming back to answer those as well. JV Lapella, hey, I'm great, man. How are you doing? And next question. See, when you're out of practice, it's been like a month and I'm a little bit hoarse already. Low Carb Cocktail says, do you recommend using cards or a link in the description to link out to other videos? Okay, here we go. How many people are linking out to other videos on their channel by either cards, end screens, pinned comments, or videos in the description? If you are, type in yes right now. Type in yes if you're doing any of those things or all of those things. Thanks, Adam Exploits. Appreciate that. End screens, yes. Okay. And I'm going to, I hope, fingers crossed, there are a ton of yeses coming in. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. So here's the deal. You want to use every feature that YouTube gives us. This is a tool. Every tool that YouTube gives us to link out to another video or to another playlist. This includes cards. This includes putting videos in your end screen. This includes putting a video or multiple videos or multiple playlists in your description. This includes adding a pinned comment. And if you don't know what a pinned comment is, I think I recently made a video. I did recently make a video about that where I explain I think the title is an easy YouTube growth hack. Moderators, if somebody wants to drop a link to that video, it's my easy YouTube growth hack video. I show you how to do a pinned comment. You want to take advantage of all of these things that YouTube gives us because it does drive more views to whatever video or playlist that you link to. You don't want to ignore these things. People say, hey, how do I get more views? How do I get more views? Why am I not getting more views? Now, of course, you need more views on the original videos in the first place, but once that ball starts to roll, you want to make sure that some of your other videos are getting views too. Now, the key to all of this, oh, thank you, Swinny Dunson, man, nice to see you. I hear that train coming around the bend. Dropping Johnny Cash in here, man. Wow, hero of the day. Here's the thing. It has to be relevant. I want to repeat that. It has to be relevant. If you have a video on how to, well, give me a video topic. Okay, you know what? Let's just say Johnny Cash, right? So Swinny Dunson. So let's say you make a video about how to play a Johnny Cash song on the guitar. Now, what you know, for people who've landed on that video, you know that they're interested in learning how to play a guitar song. You know they're interested in guitar, and you know they're interested in Johnny Cash. They also might be interested in country music. So you know these things. So if you have any other video or playlist on your channel that's relevant to that, that's what you want to link out to. You don't want to bring them in for a Johnny Cash tutorial, how to play Folsom Prison on a guitar, and then have a card or an end screen or a description or a pinned comment that links them out how to make a casserole dish, or, you know, follow me on my trip to Paris, right? Because there's a disconnect there. It's not relevant to the video that they came for. So when it's relevant, you increase the chance that they click on the card, they click on the end screen, and they click on the pinned comment, they click on the description link. The more relevant you make it, the higher probability you get that they're going to click on that. That's key. A lot of people make that disconnect and they're, hey, it doesn't work for me because you're linking out to the wrong stuff. Glucose and Rosa says, I'd say most people like casseroles. Yeah, you kind of got me there. You know, like casseroles, pizza, you know, there are certain things that everybody's going to click no matter what. Thank goodness for a split screen on iPad. What's going on, Doug? All right, next question. This question is, how do you load up for? Man, I'm not under sure. Okay, so Original Wraith says, when do you upload? How far do you push new content? Okay, so there's two ways that you can upload. One, you can upload your video and you can schedule the time inside of YouTube to go live. I'm going to schedule on this day at this particular time, and then YouTube will automatically do that for you. That's one way. Second thing you can do is upload your video a few hours or even a day before it goes live. I personally upload usually a couple of hours at most. Sometimes I just upload within an hour or two and then I make it go live. The reason why you might want to give yourself a little bit of a window for the upload is because if you have music or you have anything on your channel that might get flagged for copyright, they're going to flag it fairly fast, especially if you're taking, you know, if you're putting like other clips in your video, maybe you're claiming fair use on some videos, maybe upload that a day in advance and see if YouTube flags you for copyright instead of the video being live and then you having a problem with it. Cornvale Recipe says, I go a few hours and do Premiere. Yeah, sometimes I'll do an hour, sometimes I'll do 2 hours because I know I get all of my music from Epidemic Sound, so I know my music's legit. I'm not going to have a problem. I make everything that I have, so I'm not going to have a problem there. But if you're trying to lean on fair use, you're doing reaction videos, you're using music that might not be from a trusted source, then I would upload it in advance and then to see if you have any problems from there. Adams Exploit says, not with Google Hangouts anymore, using StreamYard. Oh, yes, StreamYard is fantastic, but it's a little bit glitchy, and I'm not happy with the video quality. I think StreamYard is a fantastic browser-based live streaming platform for those of you with a desktop. I would like to see the quality of the video get improved. I would like to see that, but I think for their, you know, they're just kind of getting started, just getting the ball running. I think you're going to see a lot of improvements there in the future. Mike Phillips says, D, are you using Streamlabs to stream? Do you get any feedback when not having a mic monitor? And also, do you see the mic sync that you have? And also, do you see the mic sync that you have to adjust for? Yes, I am using Streamlabs to stream. Do I get any feedback? I'm not getting any feedback, but it's probably the way we have set up things here. And yeah, there is an option to sync your mic. And here's a problem that Nick and I have in this studio, because this is exactly where we do Nimmin Live every Saturday as well. We have an audio sync problem, and it doesn't matter where we adjust it inside the audio sync, we continually have a problem. So we're not sure if it's our mixer board. We don't know if it's a computer that we're using. We don't know if it's the internet that's pushing it up in a weird way. I've heard that if you have under a certain sort of internet speed that you can't have audio sync issues. That could be our problem too. But I know right now my audio is not 100% synced. Nick says it's there. I'm fine at home. Yeah, am I missing something? Should I be looking for something right now, Mike? Hope you grab some footage. Yeah, now when Nick streams from home, he doesn't have that problem. Oh, he says, I lose mic sync on Mixer Gaming, but nowhere else. Interesting. Yeah, I haven't noticed that. So Roger says I'm synced. Yeah, there you go. I did just get a new router for this studio, so maybe that's helping. I'm not sure. Thanks, Roger. Appreciate that. Next question. moving along to, this is Travis Bluebeast. What can I do to help grow my Roblox gaming channel? If you have any tips and pointers to help me, please tell me. Look, man, like when you're doing a gaming channel, let's just call it like it is. You have a lot of competition. There are a lot of people gaming on YouTube. At a quick glance at your channel, you've got 247 subscribers. So that means people are interested in what you're doing. You just need to maybe fine tune what it is that you're doing. I see that you are getting some views on here. Okay, your thumbnails actually look good. Here's what I would do. I would focus, because your thumbnails look good. I would focus on your titles, write better descriptions, and just make more content. Gaming's tough. Gaming is really tough. How many gamers do we have in here? 30-day reviews. What's going on, Justin? Nice to see you in here. How many gamers in here? Type in gamer if you're a gamer. You guys usually come in force. So you guys are like an army coming in, army of gamers. Gaming's hard. No matter what you do, gaming is hard. So you've got to bring it on your thumbnail. You got to bring it in your description. Your gameplay has to be awesome. You need to come at an angle. Like if you're just doing like a watch me play, you got to think, why would I watch this guy play or this girl play over this guy or this girl? You got to think about, what can I do to be special? What angle can I take? What can I focus on that other people might not be focusing on, or less people are focusing on? You got to find an in, you got to find an angle, because if you're just trying to go straight ahead and compete with the entire internet with gaming, man, you got an uphill climb. Not a gamer. I'm not a gamer either. I mean, I have PUBG on my phone. I play with it every now and then. I deleted Fortnite. I played it a little bit. I deleted it. I try to get into gaming here or there, but I wouldn't consider myself a gamer. Give me Super Mario Brothers, the original. Give me Donkey Kong, the original. You old people, you know what's up. Donkey Kong, right? Pac-Man. Hashtag old people, you know what's up. All right, next question. Let's see. Next question is, okay, this one comes from a pot of noodle. Interesting name. It says, how do I help people with YouTube like you do? This is a really easy thing to do. You start making videos where you help people. You have to think about, what are you knowledgeable about? First and foremost, you don't want to fake the funk. You don't want to start helping people with things that you're really not knowledgeable about. So let's say you're really knowledgeable at baking casseroles. No offense if you're a woman, by the way. We're just doing a callback on the casserole thing before. Christina Frogger. Yes, I forgot about Frogger. So you're great at baking casseroles. Teach people how to bake casseroles. Get onto YouTube, go to the search bar, and start typing in different variations of casseroles. How do I make a casserole? Type in the word casserole, leave a space, and type in the letter A, then type in the letter B, and you're going to see all these different drop downs that happen. These are things that people are actually searching for. And you say, okay, this is what people are searching for. I need to make videos to help these people. And then you just start making those videos, and you use your titles, and you create your titles exactly the way people are searching for them inside of YouTube. That drop down that happens every time you go to YouTube, every time you go to Google, you start to type something in, and you see that drop down of all of these different phrases. You guys know what I'm talking about. That drop down that comes in, that's all search terms. Like that's YouTube just giving you ideas. Here's all these ideas. This is what people are actually searching for. And here, let me show you this really quick. Let's go over to the phone. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to, let's see here. Okay, now my phone is not loading again. Give me one second here. Usually for help videos, though, a lot of people are looking at, how-to videos, or a lot of them are help videos. So keep that in mind. So let's just do how to bake. I'm not loading up. So let's just go how to bake, right? So let's just start to type this in, and we're just kind of like workshop this here. How to bake. Do you see all of these drop downs? So these are video ideas. People are actually searching for those things. I particularly like the third one down, how to bake your face. There's probably a lot of views there. But here's what you do next. You go in here and then you type in A. And now it's going to change and give you A results. How to bake asparagus in the oven, right? then come back and type in B. And what you notice is every time you type in a different letter of the alphabet, the results are changing. These are all video ideas. People say, hey, how do I come up with video ideas? This is how you come up with video ideas. And this is just how to bake. So any order of how you use your keywords, the same thing applies. You can just go through and just start typing in the words or typing in the letters, and you see all of these options, right? How to bake under your eyes. That's probably a winner, right? You see all these, just type in the letter one after the other, after the other, after the other. That gives you your video ideas. So how to bake a salad, how to bake cookies, right? How to bake your face is a makeup term. Mike, I don't even want to know how you know that. Just keep that one to yourself, Mike. How to bake a salad, yeah. Well, okay. Mari Adventures says, then you don't need TubeBuddy for keywords. This is a totally different thing. So what TubeBuddy can do, especially, okay, if you have the desktop version of TubeBuddy, this is where you're winning with TubeBuddy. Straight up, the mobile app is okay for keeping track of analytics, but if you want to craft your titles, you want to use the desktop version. So let's say you have a title. You say, okay, I have all these different ideas right now. I went through the list and I found the ones that I want to make videos on. Huge list. Then you take them over to TubeBuddy. You go to their Keyword Explorer tool and you type that into the Keyword Explorer tool. TubeBuddy analyzes the title, it analyzes your channel, and it analyzes other videos on the platform, and it will tell you if you have a good chance of ranking for this video or not. TubeBuddy might say, this video is too competitive at your size of channel. You're probably not going to rank for this particular title, and it gives you suggestions for other titles. Mike says my wife is amazing. Right? So it's a totally different tool. You get the ideas from YouTube. You can also get the ideas from TubeBuddy as well, but TubeBuddy analyzes everything and tells you if this is a good fit for your channel or not. You can come up with a lot of ideas, but if it's not a good fit for your channel, let me try to get this pulled up here. TubeBuddy tells you what the competition is. Exactly. Let me get this pulled up. I wasn't prepared for this, so give me just a moment and I will get you pulled up. Now, I'm not going to actually find, hold on, let me get this on here. Boom, let me move this around. Give me just a second here. Okay, so this is the Keyword Explorer inside of TubeBuddy. And the way this works is we're going to go how to bake your face, because that's what we were talking about. Now, this is going to be really bad for my channel. So we're going to do how to bake your face, right? Now, you see all of these drop downs here. These are additional words. These are additional keywords, additional phrases that people are adding to look for. How to bake your face for beginners, how to bake your face for dark skin, how to bake your face with baby powder. Again, more video ideas based on how to bake your face. So I probably wouldn't start out with how to just bake your face. I might start out with how to bake your face for beginners. Now, this is going to be terrible for my channel because I don't do this, but I'm going to tap on that. And then YouTube's going to give me a score. What you want to look at with the score is weighted. Unweighted, you don't want to do that, and that's what you get with the free version. But if you want to upgrade one level, you get the weighted version, and that's where they take into consideration more data to help you fine-tune what, which one of these title phrases that might do well for your channel. But you can come down here to the bottom, and you can look at the search volume. You can look at competition. You can look at the number of videos in the search results. You see, that's fierce competition right there. 344 million videos in the search results. And then the number of searches per month, 180. That's nothing. So you want to look at something that has a large number of searches, and you want to look at stuff that you can actually fit into. As you craft titles that are better fit for your channel, this up here, fair, and this number is going to increase all the way up to excellent. But let's change this here. Let's just go back to how to bake your face, dark skin. And again, this is good. Very good for my channel. This is actually surprising. You know why? Dark skin? Because I have a lot of videos about dark mode. So this is where sometimes it can get confusing. Sometimes you got to take a step back and look at it and say, okay, is this 100% accurate, or is it looking at other videos based on those titles, and does it all match up or not? So very good. My channel probably wouldn't actually do well. I'm going to take that back. I might get a boost out of the start on this because of the dark skin, dark mode thing. But once people realize that that isn't what they're looking for, it's going to die off really quickly. So this is how it works. You see very good, then you get your score. You can see number of videos and search results and so on. Let me go back here. Boom. All right. Told you makeup is taking over the world. Yeah. I need to change my channel. The fact that I can do very good on baking your face dark, like I might do a channel pivot, just dark face baking. Because I've already got the dark mode thing that's popular on my channel. I might be able to pivot. Who knows? Maybe we can make it happen. Oh my God, kids. You kids are funny. All right, 5-minute air shows. Don't know what you're asking help for, my man. Next question. There it is. Next question is, how do I maintain consistency and how to find quality topics? Okay, quality topics, I just showed you how to find quality topics. That's exactly how you find quality topics. How to maintain consistency, you just make it happen. How do you go to the gym? How do you wake up every morning? How do you go to school? How do you X, Y, right? You just make it happen. You have things that you have to do, and if it's important to you, you're gonna do it. So, okay, I want to upload on these particular days. You make yourself make those videos and upload. If you find that you can't get motivated to make your videos, I would take a step back and I would think about, why am I actually on YouTube? Why am I making videos in the first place? And am I not really passionate about the videos that I'm doing? Like if you don't feel excited to make the videos, you might be making the wrong type of videos. There might be something else that you might be better at, or some sort of a, I don't really like this, but I'm making videos on it because I think it would be popular. But in reality, I like this stuff and I'm really passionate about this stuff. Well, find a way to make videos about the stuff you're passionate for. A plane crashed. What? Good Guns N' Roses, what happened? Okay, next question. This one comes from Silly Mommy for Life. I had a troll complain about one of my live streams in March, and I was just oiling my braids. Well, YouTube gave me a warning and took my live stream down. What? Well, I was suspended for going live for 90 days. I did appeal and nothing happened. Now it's been over 90 days and I can't go live on my laptop nor in Streamlabs. I sent a ticket, but I never heard back from the YT team. Please help. Who can I contact? Okay. In terms of the troll, I'm not sure how they could get you taken down. But what could have happened, you could have had a community guideline strike, which it sounds like you did. Maybe you had music playing in the background that you didn't have the rights to. Maybe there was a TV playing in the background you didn't have rights to. Did you show something in the video that you didn't have the rights to? Images or anything like that? Were you cursing in the video? Were you being offensive? Were you fighting with the troll? There's a lot of things that can get you flagged for community guidelines. Unfortunately, this is a tough thing. What I would do is I'd reach out to Team YouTube on Twitter. I'm going to type this. Oh, actually, wow, I'm signed out of my chat. I can't sign into the chat. So it's at Team YouTube on Twitter. Is it 90 days, more likely copyright? Oh, that's right, because community guidelines now, they actually give you one warning, right? They changed that. So it's one warning, and then they strike you down. So yeah, it's possibly copyright. You got to be careful with that stuff. Even if you're a vlogger and you're vlogging outside and you're walking past a door, walking past a bar, walking past music in the background, a car drives by you with music blasting out of the car and you're vlogging, you can get hit for copyright on that. You guys really have to be careful with that stuff. Okay, Silly Mommy says, yes, I had a community guidelines. It may have been for the TV playing in the background. All right, so if the TV was playing in the background, I'm going to lean on 99% that could have been what it was. Could have been something that was playing, the audio version, or if the TV was actually showing in the background, you can definitely get hit for that. So reach out to Team YouTube on Twitter. Yeah, TV in the background, copyright. But what I'm saying, Nick, is like if it was visible, they can nail you on the video portion. If it was just audible, they can nail you on just the audio portion as well, or both. So you want to not put TVs on in the background. Next question. Do you know a way to help me stop? Okay, the creeper head. Do you have any ways on helping me stop my stutter? I believe it's discouraging my viewers not to subscribe. In my past 2,300 views, 90% are unsubbed. And for what my analytics say, any tips? By the way, I love you and Nick and hope you both can hit 1 million before 2020. Thank you. Okay, this is a couple things here. One, I cannot help you stutter. I can't help you stop, but hold on. Hold on one second. I'm looking for a guy's channel right now. Hold on here. Where is he at? Man, if you want to send, oh, here it is, Brian Sellers. Go to YouTube and type in Brian Sellers. His username is actually Brian R. Sellers, Sellers. Moderators, if any of you can drop a link to Brian's channel. Brian helps people overcome stuttering. He's got a YouTube channel. He helps people do exactly what it is that you're wanting to do. So the first thing I would do is head over and subscribe to Brian's channel, get involved in his community. I know he helps. He has groups where they help each other, stop stuttering. Get involved in his community, introduce yourself, get to know him, get to know his community. Step one. Step two, in terms of, thanks Nick. In terms of 90% of your viewers are not subscribers, that's fine. I know that sounds shocking to a lot of people, but you want the unsubscribed views to be more than the subscribed views, because when that happens, that means that YouTube is going to show your videos to more people who don't know about you. If you had more subscribers viewing your content, that means fewer new people are seeing your content, which means you're going to grow even slower. So at that ratio, that's fine. I mean, I'm usually in the 80s, in the 80%, 80% all the way up to 89%. I think at one time I went up to 90% of unsubscribed people who are viewing my videos. But that's great, because that means YouTube is showing my video to all of those new people, which means all of those new subscribers, all of those new views are coming in. So that's actually what you want. Next question. And by the way, thanks for the kind wishes for 2020. And make sure you go subscribe to Brian. Let him know that D sent you. All right. Nope, not checking out the channel. What? Isaac's LOL says, what can I use to make a Lego? Logo. What can I use to make a logo? Should I have a logo? This logo is for my thumbnails so other people don't steal it or take it. Look, man, this is the internet. If you're going to make something like a logo, people might take it. People might use it. I mean, all you can do is just be as good as you can. I'm looking at your channel real quick. I don't actually even see a logo. You can go to Canva. Go to canva.com if you're on a desktop, or use the Canva app, and you can download their logos and you can tweak it to make your own. That's kind of the easiest way to do it if you don't have any graphic skills. If you do have graphic skills, you can use PixArt or Pixel Lab to craft your own. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't worry about people stealing it. If people are going to steal it, they're going to steal it. You're probably not even going to know about it. The worst thing you can do is not create something because you're afraid of either the reaction of people, or you're afraid that people might steal what you're doing. Like, I don't want people to see my content. I don't want people to see my stuff because I'm afraid they're going to take it. You're going to lose if you keep that mindset. Make the content, make your logos, make the thumbnails, make everything you can, put it out there, and just be the best that you can be so people recognize that branding with you and not those other people. Roger, exactly. Always branding, exactly, right? Like, you make it your brand, make it yours. So when people find if people find that logo somewhere else, people say, hey, what was your Isaac's? So people find that logo somewhere else. People are like, oh, that's Isaac LOL's thumbnail. They go to their comments and say, hey, why are you stealing Isaac's thumbnail, right? You create a community around your channel. You create a brand that's strong, and don't worry about it. Don't worry about any of that stuff. And I will say this, once you have access to the copyright tool, people who are stealing your videos, you will be able to see who is stealing your videos. That's right, Anime Rookie, create an army. Kentucky coal miner, love the hat. We the people. That's right, man. Thank you. Thanks for joining the chat. And anybody who's just coming in right now, thanks for coming to hang out. Today I'm answering mobile YouTuber and mobile content creator questions. If you do have a question, head down to the description. I got a link down there. Click on the link. It's going to open up a form. It's going to open this Google form. Drop your question in the link. Hey, Dark Zodiac, what is going on, man? Nice to see you in here, brother. I saw you today, Dark Zodiac, driving. I stuck my hand up and you passed me up in the traffic on the way to Maya, but you didn't notice me. I had the helmet on because it was raining. Next question here. There we go. Okay, next question is... Okay, I think I already answered this one, but you were a little bit more clear in this question, so I'm going to bring it up again. JK University, how to grow on mobile being an 11-year-old. Okay, so first of all, you're 11 years old, you're on YouTube. That's amazing right out of the gate. So you're 11 years old, you have an unbelievable amount of time for you. So here's what I would do. You're 11 years old. Go watch as many tutorials as you can. Watch tutorials on how to make great thumbnails. Go watch tutorials on how to write great titles. Go watch tutorials on how to be good on camera. YouTube's full of people teaching you how to do this stuff, and become the best that you can be on all of this stuff. And then figure out a way to start providing value to people. Make content that people want to see, help people, give people a reason to come in to watch your content, build a community around your channel. You're 11, it's going to be a little bit tough getting started, but as you get a little bit older, through repetition, through practice, you're going to get really good at this stuff, right? Like when you're 11, man, by the time you're 14, if you commit to just learning these things, every single day you practice making thumbnails. Every single day you practice being better in front of the camera. And not by practice, I don't mean just practice and just throw it away. Make videos, put it up. They're going to suck, right? You're just getting started. They're going to suck. Acknowledge that. Embrace the suck, as Brian G. Johnson says. Embrace the suck. You will get better. I promise you, you will get better. Make videos, make videos, make videos. 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 4 years from now, dude, you are going to be a force to be reckoned with if you learn and you build the skills that you need, so that when you do get a little bit older and you have those skills, you're going to know exactly what you're doing. Embrace your mistakes. Exactly. That's what she said. Eric. Yes. Christina says, I was just laughing at my first video. It's bad. Show of hands. Type in, hey, Tube Techie. Show of hands. Type in yes if you think your first video sucks compared to what you're doing now. Type in yes. I know there's going to be some of you who are like, nope, not me. But yeah, if you think your first video sucks compared to what you're doing now, and it might be a couple of things. It could be your lighting. It could be your set. It could be your audio. It could be your presentation, right? Look at all these yeses, right? So you're 11 years old. Look at all of these people right here who are just like, hey, man, my first videos were terrible. And the reason they got better is because they showed up. They kept showing up. They kept getting better. As Roger says in here, 1% at a time. Don't overwhelm yourself with all of the stuff that you have to do. Focus on one thing at a time. You know what? I'm going to spend every day I have, I'm going to spend an hour or 2 hours every single day trying to make a better thumbnail. You're going to get better, right? How do you get better at baseball? How do you get better at speaking a second language? How do you get faster at running? How are you a better football player? How do you get better grades at school? Practice, repetition. Like, YouTube is no different than everything else you do in life. Anything else you do in life, it's exactly the same. You get better by practice. You get better at what you put your focus on. Whatever you pay attention to, that's what you draw towards you, right? Repeat. Yeah, exactly. Repeat, 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 repeat. Do it over and over and over. You know, when Roy, sorry, man, I can't pronounce your last name. Gayunta? Did I pronounce that correctly, Roy? Says, no success without failure first. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Stacy Wilhelm says, question, I'm so scared of talking on my videos. How can I get over this? Stacy, you get over it by doing exactly what I was just talking about. You turn on the camera. You know what? I would love for you to continue watching my stream, but here's what I want you to do. I want you to go make a video. I challenge you to go turn on your camera and make a video. Even if that video is only 2 minutes long, make a video and upload it. Even if you keep it on private, it doesn't matter. Go through the process of creating a video, do a simple edit of that video and upload it, even if it's private. So you'll be able to come back someday and look at that video and say, wow, look at how far have I come. Look at how shy I was when I first started. Hey, Fly Ride, what's going on, brother? So yeah, go make a video. That's how you get over the shyness. Here's the thing. Those of you who have been on my channel for a long time, you know, when I first came on to Nick's live stream, I was fairly quiet. I didn't have a lot to say. I pretty much let him, I mean, I still let him carry I let him, listen to me. I let Nick carry the show. Just let you guys know who's the boss. Sorry, Nick, in case Nick is in here. Just, he didn't hear that. No, like Nick carries the show, but I was really timid at first because, you know, we streamed with I think 200, what was his channel then? He had 200,000 subscribers, I believe, when I first started doing live streams with him. There he is, Nick. Yeah, I let Nick carry the show. Oh man, no, yeah, noogie for me tomorrow. Now you guys know what I mean. Anyway, I didn't know, you know, he's got this following, and I just jumped right in. It was trial by fire. I didn't have the luxury of building a channel up and starting a live stream with like 2 viewers or no viewers. Like I didn't have that luxury. I came right in and he had, you know, 100, 200 viewers in his live stream, and it was on. It was on right out of the gate. And I was really nervous. I was terrified. One, because I didn't want to mess up his channel more than anything. But two, even though that, you know, I'm a musician and I spent years of my life playing music, hundreds of shows I've performed, it's different when you're sitting there in front of a camera. It changes everything. And the way that I got better is I showed up every Saturday with Nick and we would stream for hours, you know, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours, Saturday after Saturday after Saturday after Saturday. And over time, over the course of a couple months, I started to feel a lot more comfortable. I started recognizing some of the questions that were coming in. Okay, well, you know, the same questions kind of pop up, and I was getting more knowledgeable about what was going on. And also keep in mind, we built the entire streaming studio for Nimmin Live. Those of you who are not subscribed to Nick, go subscribe to Nick. He teaches you how to grow your YouTube channel. He focuses on mobile and desktop users. And we do a Saturday live stream, and we have an entire studio here. What you see right now is just where I sit. We have an entire streaming studio that's pretty cool. So go check that out over on Nick's channel. And we just built a studio for that live stream. So one, I'm having to speak. Two, I had to learn all the gear. We just put all of this stuff together. I've got a mixer board over here, all these microphones, you know, Stream Deck. I've got Streamlabs or OBS, whatever we were using at the time. We've got all of these things set up, and I had to learn all of this stuff trial by fire while trying to think of things to say. I showed up every Saturday, and then I got more comfortable, and I got more comfortable, and I got more comfortable. Now you can't shut me up, right? Now you just, what did Grabster say? Grabster says, Nick, oh my God, you're famous. Nick, I just changed your life, dude. I don't know if you realize that or not, but you know, the D Nimmin Army just is coming to check out your channel. Life changer right here. Yeah, just show up. Show up and just turn on the camera, make those videos. Roger says, the good thing is we get to learn from watching y'all. Yeah, Roger, man, I was terrified. I don't know how you felt, Roger. Were you afraid too when you first started? Man, you're doing great now, you know, with your live streams. But when you first started, your first month of live streaming, did you get those like, wow, what am I going to say? How am I going to keep it moving? Right? You get terrified at first, but I promise you, man, you just got to do it. You got to do it no matter how scared you are, no matter how bad you suck. But I will give you one tip though. I don't know if you're just afraid of making the videos or live streaming. Roger says, oh yes, absolutely. You're a pro now, Roger. So here's one thing you can do. Write bullet points, get a piece of paper. And this works for live streaming. It also works for making videos. Get a piece of paper, get a black Sharpie so it's really easy to read, and write down bullet points. Write down things that you want to talk about. Give yourself things to talk about. This really helps in a live stream situation because if your brain kind of farts out on you and you're like, oh, what am I going to say? Then you can look at your show notes, right? The notes that you put down, and you can keep yourself on track. You give yourself something to say. I do the same thing when I'm making videos. I don't script things out. Scripting does not work for me. I've tried it. It doesn't work. I'm terrible at scripting. But if I write bullet points, These are the things that I have to say in this video. And then I put it over there by the camera, and then I record a clip, I stop, look at my notes, okay, start the camera, record another clip, press stop, look at my notes again, okay, record the camera, or hit record, I look over at my notes again, right? It's a process. Don't think that you have to hit the record button and just bring it. I mean, you know, Nick can, Owen Video can. There are a lot of creators who can do that. I can't do that. Like when I'm recording my videos, you guys would laugh if you saw how many takes I would have to take when recording the video. Surprisingly, and I don't know why, but I can speak better now during a live stream like this than I can if it's just me and my camera, which is silly because now it's just me and my camera. But when it's recording, I'm more worried about what I'm going to say because I have to explain things in a way, you know, it's a video, like it's going up there. It's going to stay up there. It's, you know, it's 5 minutes long. I have to say things in a certain way. I need to make sure I hit these certain points, and I mess up a lot when I do that. So I record in clips. I go until either I run out of wind or until I make a mistake or until I say what I need to say. And then I hit the stop button. I look at my notes and then I go again. And that's how I get through the videos. I power through the videos that way. Blue Guns and Roses says, I'm the same with live versus sitting alone. Yeah. How weird is that, right? So yeah. Hey, Lindsay, how you doing? She says, bullet points and short videos help me with editing too. Absolutely. Christina says, I do my clips in order. Yep. So yeah, afraid of a video, just, you got to make videos. That's how you, if you're afraid to swim, you got to learn how to swim, right? You're afraid to travel, you got to travel. Whatever the thing is that you're afraid of, you have to do the thing, and you have to do the thing a lot. And you're not going to be afraid of it anymore. And you'll find that it doesn't take long to get rid of that fear. Let's see here. Okay, next question. That was a really long, around the world sort of answer on that one, but I hope it was helpful. We all start in the same place. Cat Toy Lady, cool name, says, I'm new here. Welcome. I hear 2 ways to start. What do you like? Pumping out videos, or pumping out as many videos as possible to get content, or sticking to a weekly schedule? Okay, that's a great question. I would focus on making quality content instead of just pumping out videos for the sake of pumping out content. Excuse me, let me take a drink. Like I mentioned for another question before, you need to learn the skills of writing a good title, creating a good thumbnail, and creating and editing a good video. This takes time. And if you're just pumping out videos for the sake of pumping out videos, hoping that one of them is going to stick, probably none of them are going to stick because you haven't acquired those skills yet. Now, the more you do things, the faster you're going to acquire those skills. But what I would do is I would slow down a little bit, find the right videos to make. This is where TubeBuddy comes in really handy. Again, link in the description below for that. Learn how to use the keyword research tool. Learn how to find the right titles for your channel. This is very important because you make the right videos for your channel. You don't have to pump out a bunch of crap, right? In order to do well, you can make lesser videos, but if you do them well, people are going to find you. So just pumping out crap, brute force uploading isn't the answer. A lot of gamers make this mistake. You can go to a lot of gaming channels and they're just 4 or 5 uploads a day. Some of them are doing, and they've got like 5 views on them because it just doesn't work. Brute force uploading doesn't work. What works is being strategic about your uploads and do it methodically, do it with a plan, come up with a video content strategy to where it's like, okay, I'm going to make videos about this. All right, I'm making videos about A, and then the videos that follow that are also going to be about A, but they're going to come from different angles. So when somebody finds video A, they're going to be more inclined through cards, through end screens, through links in the description, through pinned comments. They're going to be more inclined to go watch another one of the videos A because it makes sense. Let's say you have a cooking channel. So start thinking through the process. If somebody finds this video, that's great. Now I want to introduce them to another video, right? Think through the content strategy of what you want to do there instead of just brute force uploading. That almost never works. Now, there is a twist to this. If you want to live in a van, maybe get an albino snake, live in a van, do van life videos, you might be off and running with 1 million subscribers within 2 weeks. How many people have seen, you have to have seen, what's her name? Jelna? Is that her name? Elna? I don't even know what her name is. Hey, Dream Gaming, how's it going? What is her name? The van girl. Somebody tell me her name. I forget her name. It's like Jelna? Yeah, Janelle Elena. Right? Man, talking about knocking it out of the park. What do you guys think? I'm curious. How do you think she exploded? Do you think she just ticked all the right boxes and just the right time, right place, right content, and she's off and running? Or do you think she has a team behind her? Or do you think some people even say that, you know, YouTube is behind this? What do you guys think? I'm curious. I'm going to come into the chat right here and see what you guys are thinking about this. Nick, it says, I'm sitting here triggering sound effects to your stream. Yeah, I saw Brian make a video on that today. Christina says, ticked all the boxes, no team. Yeah, you know, I'm on the fence on this one. I don't think she's a plant by any means. I don't think she's a YouTube plant. But I do, you know, I think she ticked all the boxes, but I think that she might be getting some help as well. I mean, for your first video, I mean, who edits that well for their first video? Because we talked about this before, right? Your first video usually sucks. That doesn't suck. The editing is on point. Her presentation is on point. And then, so I think she had those things. I think maybe she has help with an editor. I don't know. She's uploading, what, 4K videos, rendering out on her phone? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, it's possible. Yeah, some people are tuned into it, you know? Every now and then people are tuned into it, but yeah, that's a tough one. I'm on the fence on that one. But in terms of like what people are looking for, check, 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 check. But, you know, the key is the snake. Let's call it for what it is. Got to have the snake. Turtle Creativity says, I think she clicked all the boxes, but it's also part of luck too. Yeah, possibly. I mean, she definitely checked all the boxes. I just don't know if she's got any, you know, is anybody helping her edit or, yeah, that I don't know. 30-Day Review says it also helps that a few other companies were advertising her video to get clicks on stuff. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's possible too. It's the white snake, man, Alfredo. The key to YouTube success is having having an albino snake called Alfredo. All right, next question. This is going to get way sidetracked. Next question is, this one comes from Create Now, Sleep Later. Says, I do pin display reviews, interesting, but I seem stuck. They only make so many new models at a time. My watch time isn't great either. What can I improve? Okay, watch time is one of those things that everyone struggles with, except for the girl who lives in a van with a snake, apparently. Everybody else, okay, first of all, you've got 1,000 subscribers, 1,100 subscribers, so you're doing something right. In terms of your watch time, here's something to keep in mind too. The type of content that you have, like, it's easy to say, oh yes, strive for over 50%, strive for 70% watch time, whatever, you know, metrics people throw at you. But the reality is you need watch time that's better. It's only better than the videos that you're competing against. Now, of course, it helps to have better watch time. The more you can have, the better off you're going to be. But in terms of ranking, you just have to outrank the other videos that you're competing with. So let's say your watch time is 30% and you're ranking for that. That means that the videos that are also ranking with you, that are under you, they might be getting less than you. So even though it seems low, you're still outranking those for the same title. In terms of what you can do, let me give a quick look at your channel right here. Okay, so you're doing pin tablet reviews. And I can't scroll through all of your videos here, but if you're stuck, what I would recommend is how I mentioned earlier, if you were in here about going to YouTube or going into YouTube and start typing in whatever pin editor that you have and then type in the letter A and back it up, type in the letter B. You're going to start seeing all these different drop-down options to give you video ideas. You can also, you know, you can do comparison videos if you're not doing them already. But that's the first things I would do. I would just start look at the models, because I see you're breaking these down by models. So I would put in the model number and then type in the letter A. Delete that, type in the letter B. Whatever drop down comes in, just go through the entire alphabet and then try to get video ideas on that. And you can also do generic things too. Like instead of just calling it the particular model number, You can, whatever slang words or whatever additional industry terms they have, you can create titles based on that as well. Pen tools instead of using an actual, product name. I'm looking through your channel here. It's interesting, man. You're getting some really good views on some of these videos. 22,000 views, 6,000 views, but it seems they're really up and down. iPad Pro. So since you're doing reviews, since you're doing things on the iPad Pro, one thing that I would do right now, if the iPad stuff does well for your channel, because iOS 13 is in beta right now and it's going to come out in public release soon. If you don't have iOS 13, I'd go ahead and put it in, and I would start looking for all the features, and I would hammer out an entire playlist of iOS 13 features things that you can do on an iPad for iOS 13. That's what I would do. Solve more problems, whatever it is, whatever model that you're working on. Next question. I'm uploading once a week because I'm having a hard time coming up with YouTube videos. Oh, YouTube videos, is that consistent enough? This one comes from SWAT 10,000. I'm uploading once a week because I'm having a hard time coming up with YouTube video ideas, I think you meant to say. Is that consistent enough? Look, I mean, is your channel growing fast enough? That's what it comes down to. Are you growing at the speed you want to grow at? If the answer is yes, okay, then that's consistent enough. If you think you could be growing faster, if you think you could be getting more engagement, if you're not building a community, if you're not making any money, whatever your goals are, if you're not doing those things, then it's not consistent enough. So it depends on what your personal goals are. Without knowing your goals, it's hard for me to tell you what's consistent and what's not consistent. I know for me personally, sometimes I go through periods where I upload twice a week. I went through a period where I uploaded 3 times a week. Sometimes I've gone on vacation and I've uploaded once a week for several weeks on end. And sometimes you get different results. So it's just things that you're going to have to test out and see what works on your channel based on your personal goals. Next question. Okay, not doing channel reviews. Next question from Nediz Nook. He says, how can I get a really good background for my channel? Nediz Nook, I'm not sure if you mean a background like this for when you're doing your videos, or if you mean for your channel banner. I'm not sure what you're talking about there. If you're still in the chat, go ahead and speak up. RPM Nexus, what's going on, Matt? By the way, Matt, congratulations. I think you just hit 800, if I'm not mistaken. So high five and fist pump, brother. Roger Wakefield, build a studio. Yeah, if you guys want to see an awesome looking studio, check out Roger's channel. Check out his live streams where he's got his man. It's really, really well done. Next, okay, so I'm just going to quickly mention here for the last question. If you want a background for a channel banner, go to canva.com. I think I've got a video showing you how to do that. They've got tons of backgrounds that you can use for free. You don't have to worry about copyright issues. If it's for your video, you're just going to have to think about what sort of imagery you want to have behind you and just build it. I don't know where you're at in the world, but you can go to various home craft stores. You can go to Home Depot. You don't have to do much. Like all this is just acoustic foam with an LCD strip in the back. That's all that is. Now this is part of a larger studio, but you don't need much. But I'm not sure which one of those you meant. Christina says, I made my background from fencing planks. How cool is that? All right, next question. This one comes from Gab Sphene YT. Says, what live stream apps that uses not much data and it works? And how do you make your audio quality good? Okay, as far as live stream apps, if you don't want to use a lot of data, the thing with data is if you have a data plan on your phone, inside of you can use Streamlabs or you can use Prism Studio. With all of those, you can choose the size of the video that goes out. If you're streaming out in 1080p, you're putting out a ton of data. Same with 4K, but I don't think you can do that on the mobile apps. If you're streaming at 720p, like I am right now, it looks pretty good. It could look better, but 720 looks pretty good, but it's not as much data as 1080p. If you want to keep taking that down to a point to where it still looks okay, but you're not using as much data, you're going to have to actually stream it, then look at your data package and see how much you used, because I don't stream under 720p on a phone, so I'm not really sure. But that's how you figure that out. Streamlabs or Prism Studio, and I believe Wirecast Go allow you to change the bitrate as well. And how do you make your audio sound good? The key to good audio is having a quiet room and having a good microphone. If you have a bad microphone, it's not going to pick up the audio very well, and it's possibly going to give you buzzing or hissing sounds. But a quiet room, like right now, I've turned off the air conditioner. If I turn the air conditioner on, you're probably going to hear some whooshing sounds in the background. There's no fans running. This room is as quiet as possible. I've done a lot to not soundproof, but to treat the room to try to make it as quiet as possible. It all starts with a quiet room. Oh, there you are for your videos. Okay, Netta. So for your videos, just think about what it is that you want to show behind you. I don't know what kind of channel you have, but I'll tell you who's a great channel for this is Live Streaming Pros. Nick, if you're in here, or Doug, or whoever's in here, moderators, you want to drop a link out to Live Streaming Pros. I think they have a video. Luria Petrucci has a video showing you, giving you ideas on how to make your background. So, but it starts with, what do you want people to see? What vibe do you want? Like if I'm doing this, chat right here, and it's cool, it looks great. But if I were in at my kitchen and I had like the kitchen sink behind me, and some dishes and that sort of thing, right? Like that just wouldn't, that right? That doesn't connect. So this is my background. So you got to think about what imagery you want to portray. Roger Wakefield, who's in here, thank you Heidi. There it is. Live Streaming Pros. Costume Code just dropped a link in there. Go watch them. I know they've got some videos on building your backdrop. They're like the live streaming pros on that. Dale Cecil says, my window's in the background. I'm talking to Silhouette. That's cool. Yeah, that's really cool. But, it's trial and error. Like, you make something, you make some videos with it, and you're like, you know what? I really don't like that. And then you make it, you change it, and there's a lot of tweaking that goes on, like there's lighting that goes on. You got to think about colors. But I will tell you this. Don't put anything in the background that's going to draw attention from you. You want the focus to be on you. So you got to be really careful using things like really large pieces of red, like giant red pillows or giant red things on the wall, because our eyes are going to go to red. Our eyes are going to go to green. There's certain colors that our eyes look at first, and you don't want that to happen. You want to make sure that you want to make sure that you are the attraction in your video. And you also have to be mindful of the color clothes you wear. Like, for example, my shirt is dark gray. Okay. If my shirt was black right now, and I do wear black shirts in here, it's going to blend in with the background if I don't have this backlight on here. You see the lighting that's coming over my shoulders right here? There's a light above me pointing down, and it's just hitting the back of me. And this is allowing me to stand out a little bit from the background. So if I do wear a black shirt, I'm not going to just get absorbed in the background and just like have a floating head. So these are things to think about. And if you're building your set, and by the way, if any of you are building your set and you want to just bounce the idea off of somebody, take a screen grab of your video. Don't send me the video, please, because I'm not going to watch it. Send me an email, send me a tweet, and just say, hey, D, here's my background that I'm working on. What do you think? I'll give you a straight up answer. And if you want my opinion, I can give you some advice on it as well. Don't send a video. I'm not going to watch the video. But if you just send me an image, I'm happy to help with that. Crypto Cruising says, don't know what you're talking about, costume. Oh, okay. Is Uncle Dan in here? Holy cow, Uncle Dan, man. I haven't seen you in forever. How you doing, man? It's been a long time. Hope you're doing well. And by the way, I'm the most active on Twitter. So if you have anything that you want to contact me about, just tweet me. Tweet at me. Tweet at me. I don't know. 30-day review says, hey, I changed my thumbnails by making products larger. Awesome. However, Brian G said, I need a brighter thumbnail, and I need suggestions on how to do that without ruining the look too much. Okay. Justin, send me some of those thumbnails in Instagram through DM. Just go ahead and send them to me. right in there, exact, because I'm not really getting into channel reviews. I think I've got one channel that I need to pull up. Yeah, cool, man. Just write down what you want me to look at, and I'm happy to bounce that off of me. Okay, Netta's Nook says I have a weight loss channel. Okay, everybody. So let's brainstorm here. Let's crowdsource Netta's background ideas. So Netta's Nook has a weight loss channel. Hey, Nick Ailes Music, how's it going? What would be an appropriate background for her weight loss channel? I think it's wide open. I think because it is weight loss, you could do it in the kitchen if your kitchen is clean. Whatever's in the background, you want to make sure that it's clean. You don't want stuff cluttering the background. Keep it clean, keep it minimal, keep it simple. So, I mean, I could do some. I would agree with like in a kitchen, if your kitchen looks good. You could have a wall full of, somebody just said, Matt Hayes says motivational quotes on a white wall. That would work too. Get a bunch of frame, and you don't need much area. The only area you need to worry about is what the camera sees. So if you could have a couple posters back there. They're framed posters and set them up really nice and have some motivational quotes that you think are powerful. Roger Wakefield says a treadmill and a weight room. Okay. A towel tower, workout equipment. Okay, guys, keep these ideas coming. I'm going to swap my battery out right here. I'm going to be back in like 1 minute. Keep these ideas coming. Let's help her try to come up with some background ideas. And I'm going to be right back in just a minute. All right, I am back. Let me see what you guys are talking about here. Charming Guru says you could green screen and put the beach. That's cool. Ooh, Roger, I like that. A before and after photo montage. That's really cool. Eric, wait, some sexy groove music. I know you found that sexy, Eric. Keep your clothes on, Eric. Turtle creativity, thank you. Why was I timed out? Christina, were you timed out by the bot? I do apologize. My bot gets a little crazy in here. I don't see anything that timed you out, Christina. Apologies if the bot got a hold of you. My bots do terrible things in here. Glue Guns and Roses says just a plain white background. That works too. I mean, if you look at what I have right here, I mean, this is, there's nothing to this, right? This could just as easily be a black wall. And for those of you who watch my videos, you know that some of my videos were made against a plain black wall, and I just shined some lights up on them to give them some color, some purple light. Christina, I apologize. I don't see anything on here where the bot timed you out. Totally timed out. Well, my apologies, Christina. No idea what's going on here. I don't see anything. Okay, so I think we got some great ideas for you in terms of your background channel. Yeah, just start experimenting with stuff. Think about what you want to portray. But I will tell you this. I think lighter backgrounds are easier to work with than darker backgrounds, because when you have a darker background, you need more light. So if you don't have a lot of light to work with lighter backgrounds. Chef Anime Rookie says chef and more daylight. Okay. All right. So Neil timed you out, Christina. Come on, behave, Neil. Hey, this bite's for you. Thank you so much. This means a lot to me. Yeah. Netta's Nook, good luck to you, and come back anytime. Or reach out to me on Twitter, send me an email. If you come up with an idea, send me a picture. I love workshopping that stuff with you guys. Absolutely love it. All right, I'm going to move on to the next question. I'm going to get a couple more of these questions in here. Let's see. Moving right along. This question is Adam's Exploit. Says, it took me a year to get 1,000 subscribers. I really busted my rear end from 900 to 1,000. I have a reselling e-commerce channel. My last video was filmed on my iPhone. It was dark because my guest insisted on filming there. Anyway, most are filmed on my laptop with the C920 and the Blue Yeti mic. I frequent other resellers' YouTube channels, and I'm a moderator on over 20 channels. Any tips, D? So I'm going to quickly just look at your channel here. Give me 1 second here. I'm Adam's Exploits. You got 1,000 subscribers, reselling rhythms, Toy Shack. All right, so the first thing that I'm going to tell you to do is go watch as many tutorials as you can and learn how to write good titles that are going to work for your channel. This is going to be the difference between people finding you or not finding you. Learn how to write good titles, learn how to write a good description. Step 1, if you don't have you say you're working on a desktop, TubeBuddy. If you don't have TubeBuddy already, link in the description below, put it in it works in Chrome, it works in Firefox. I'm not sure if it works in Safari or not. It probably does. Learn how to use the Keyword Explorer tool. This will help you write good titles. Andrew Can just did a live video yesterday on his channel. Andrew Can, if he's still in here, you can drop a link to his channel if that video is still up, where he goes over how to use the keyword research tool. If you can't find that, then go into YouTube and look for it. Figure out how to use it. They also have a great forum over at TubeBuddy, so you can reach out to the people on the forum and say, hey, how do I use this tool? They'll help you figure out, how to use it so you can pick the right titles for your channel. That's step 1 for you, because if you don't get that title right, you're not going to be found on the platform. Second thing I would do is I would spend some time watching more tutorials, how to make your thumbnails more eye-catching, how to get more engaging with your thumbnails. At a glance here, and I'll just pull you up on my computer here. At a glance, a lot of your thumbnails, like you're making different videos, but a lot of your thumbnails look the same, right? Like you want to come up with some thumbnails that look intriguing, that are colorful. Each thumbnail should be different. By using the same thumbnail over and over, that's kind of taken I don't want to call you lazy, but it's taken the lazy way out in terms of creating your thumbnail. So you want to spend the time to learn how to make a quality thumbnail and to make it eye-catching. And that's a skill you got to learn. I mean, you learned how to do how to sell things. You learned all of this stuff. Now you have to learn the skill of writing a good title and making a good thumbnail. So that's what I have for you first and foremost. And look, it is a lot of hard work. And you also have to make sure, and the Keyword Explorer tool and TubeBuddy can help you do this, you have to make sure that the videos that you're making, when you're putting, when you're writing those titles, it will let you know how many people are looking for that sort of content. It's also possible that the videos that you're making that aren't performing well, they're not getting a lot of views because there might not be a lot of people looking for that particular type of content. That's where that Keyword Explorer really comes in handy, so you can fine tune. And learning how to use the Keyword Explorer, that's sort of a little skill within itself. But if you can find within your niche, if you can find the right titles and the right video ideas that have a lot, where a lot of people are looking for that content, and then you write the right titles, you have the good looking thumbnails, right? You're going to start getting the views, you'll start getting the clicks. And then it comes down to, after you get the views, after you get the clicks, then it comes down to, okay, now how do I make my videos better? How do I edit my videos better? So it's a process, but start with title, start with thumbnails. Hybrid Steel, what's going on, brother? Yeah, start with titles, start with thumbnails. And the keyword research tool in TubeBuddy, I use this thing for every single one of my videos. I don't publish a video unless I first figure out what the title is going to be inside of the keyword research tool. Keyword Explorer. It's this tool right here. Let me pull it up again, just so I can show you how to get there. So when YouTube is open and you have TubeBuddy installed, you want to tap on TubeBuddy. Make sure you guys can see this. It's going to open up here, and then you want to come down here to Keyword Explorer. It's right here in Extension Tools, and when it opens up, it's going to look just like that. And you want to learn how to use this tool. If you learn how to use this tool, and you get good at learning how to use this tool, and you make good thumbnails, that's going to be a game changer for your channel. Adam's Exploit says, I'll watch the TubeBuddy tutorial. I have the paid. Oh, so Adam, if you have the paid version already, then you already can do the weighted Keyword Explorer tool. spend some time, go watch tutorials, reach out to Andrew Can. He works for TubeBuddy. He's got his own channel. Go to the TubeBuddy forum. It's free to become part of the forum. Ask somebody at TubeBuddy, say, hey, can you guys kind of walk me through how to use this, or send me a video that shows me how to use this? Because if you can learn how to use that, look, you have to. You got to learn how to use this tool. You have to learn how to use that tool. It takes the guesswork out of coming up with videos and making sure you get the right titles. Now, that doesn't mean that every title you run through there and every video that you make go through there is going to, you're going to knock it out of the park. It doesn't mean that. It means that based on the data, based on your channel and the competition, you have a high probability of ranking for that, right? You got to come up with a title, but you also have to have a good thumbnail. So you can nail the title. People finding you, tons of people are finding you. Good job on the title, good job on the description, but your thumbnail might suck. Or maybe your thumbnail is good, you get the clicks, but as soon as your video starts, people are like, oh, I don't like the audio, or I don't like what's going on in the video, and they leave your video. So you did step 1 right, you did step 2 right, but then you blew it on the video, people are leaving, so YouTube's not going to suggest that out to a lot of people. You need the 1, 2, 3, right? Step 1, step 2, step 3. You nail those 3 things, you're going to grow. Sweeney Dunson says, D, did you rent your lips tonight? I don't even know what you mean by that, Sweeney Dunston. I don't even know what you... Careful, son. Oscar Penzola says, which is better, Adobe Premiere Rush or KineMaster? Man, that's a great question, and I think it comes down to how you like to edit. Adobe Premiere Rush and KineMaster on your phone are completely different editors. I think Premiere Rush is more intuitive than KineMaster. I think if you are just getting started, like, hey, how do I edit? And you're intimidated by video editing apps, you might want to check out Adobe Premiere Rush first. For me, it's really intuitive. It does cost money, but KineMaster, I think, is overall maybe the better app, but Premiere Rush is probably more intuitive. But I know they're doing upgrades on it, so I don't know, man. A lot of this stuff comes down to a personal choice. Which one do you like better? Power Director, KineMaster, Adobe Rush, most of them can do around the same things. Just a matter which one do you like better. Hybrid, I'm not pulling up. I've got one channel to pull up. And next Sunday, I'll be happy to pull that up. I'm just going to pull up the one channel who dropped a super chat earlier. Hybrid, if you want to let me know next Sunday when I come in here and do some reviews. Okay, man. Oscar, hope that helps, man. Next question. I'm going to answer a couple more of these. This one is, okay. Dylan Woodwork says, what is your favorite video editing app for Android? That would be KineMaster. KineMaster is my favorite Android video editing app. KineMaster is a great app. Next question is, do you have Android, or do you have issues on Android with KineMaster? Mine suddenly pauses at random places if I change video speeds. Okay, so there's a couple of things that are going on here. When it comes to video editing apps, there's a thing in your phone. So every phone has a chipset inside of the chipset, or inside of the phone. There's a certain chipset inside of every single phone. And this determines the power of your phone. And it also determines, I super chat so I won't get kicked out again, not liking Star Wars. Thank you, Christina. I've forgiven you for not liking Star Wars. Matt Hayes, thank you, man. Much appreciated. Thank you, brother. So this chipset inside your phone, this also determines, say you have an app like KineMaster that will support multiple layers, okay? A lot of people will get KineMaster in and say, hey, I can't add layers in KineMaster. What's going on? It's because your chipset doesn't allow the multiple layers, or it limits the amount of layers that you can have on your phone. If you've got a newer phone, one of the flagship devices, you're probably going to be able to max out the amount of layers in any of the apps. If you have an older phone, a less powerful phone, you're going to be limited to the amount of layers that you can use. Alternatively, it can also create power problems for your phone. Like KineMaster or any of these video editing apps, they can be power hogs. And if you find that it's hanging up or it's freezing, it could be because your phone isn't powerful enough to run it. It could be because you just might need to uninstall it and reinstall it. You might need to update it. You might be using a cracked version of KineMaster. Make sure that you get your apps from the Play Store or the Apple Store. A lot of people are downloading and sideloading apps that they're not paying for so they can remove the watermark. And when that happens, they're not getting full features. They're getting crashes, they're getting pauses, they're getting freezes, and that sort of thing. Josephine DeSmit, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Chris Long Music, D, I'm so glad you're back. Man, I'm glad to be back. I'm excited. It's been a long time. It's been about a month. I've missed you guys. I've missed all of you. Next question. Oh, and by the way, Dylan's, if your KineMaster install is legit, if it's a Play Store or iPhone, and you have a newer phone and you're still having problems, reach out to KineMaster. They're active on Twitter. Their support team is fantastic. Yeah, just hit them up. Let them know what phone you have. Let them know what problems you're having. But make sure your app is updated. Make sure it is a legit install. Next question. Crispus says, is it true that YouTube pays your monetization money after 2 months? Like you get your money, it's a 30-day delay. It's a month delay. Next question. How far in advance can an upload be scheduled? Can I schedule an upload 3 months in advance? I just figured out how to schedule a video. Don't judge me. I honestly don't know the answer to that. Doug or Nick, if you guys are still in here, do you guys know how far in advance you can schedule a video? I've never looked. I have no idea. I wish I could answer that, but I've never tested it out. I've never went in there and said, hey, how far can I run this thing? I would say, yeah, Hybrid, you want to look? I would say open up this, where you're going to upload the video and just see how far in advance it'll let you go. Whatever their calendar system says, that's going to be how far that they should do it. Yeah, Doug says a very long time. I'm not sure if there's a limit. Yeah, I've never looked to see where that maxes out. That's an interesting question. And nobody's going to judge you. All right, next question. What kind of mic should I use with my mobile phone? This comes from Netta's Nuck. If you're just doing voiceover stuff or you're doing just talking head stuff like this, there are a couple different mic options you can get for your phone. You can get a lavalier mic, which is a clip-on microphone. I always recommend the Boya BYM1 lavalier microphone if you're on a budget. It's around $17 US. It sounds pretty good. It'll plug into your phone. I don't remember if you said you have an iPhone. Hold on one second. Let me back up here. You're on an Android. Okay, so the Boya will just plug right into your Android unless it's a USB-C connector. You also have other mic options that are more like mini shotguns. The Rode Video Mic Me is an option. But yeah, depending on what you're doing, if you're just getting started, if you're on a budget and you're not really sure what's happening with your channel yet, go with the Boya. It's a Boya BYM1. Pins to your shirt or wherever you want to pin it to. There's a 6-meter cable, which is a long cable, and it goes right into your phone. It works pretty well. Especially for the price, it's hard to beat. Next question. I get a decent amount of views for my sub amount, but barely any sub gains. Why? Okay, so if you're not getting as many subscribers as you think you should be getting, it could be for a couple of reasons. One, views doesn't mean subscribers, right? Views means they found your video, they clicked on your thumbnail, they're watching your videos. They might not like your video enough to subscribe, or you might not be asking them to subscribe. Sometimes just asking them to subscribe and asking them at the right places in the video, sometimes that's all it takes. My brother Nick, if he's still in here, he just did he made a video talking about things that you can do to improve your subscribers. I forget what the title is. Hey, Potato Gang, I'm a mobile YouTuber. All right, man, fist bump. If anybody wants to drop a link to that video. But you gotta ask people, right? It's a call to action. It's in terms of sales. If you don't ask somebody to buy, they're never going to buy, right? In most cases, if you're trying to pitch something, ask them to buy. You got to close the deal. What I recommend is if you are starting out your video, I would say within the first minute at least, I would either run some sort of a graphic on your screen or mention, give them a reason to subscribe. Tell them what value they're going to get. What I say on my channel, and I mix it up here and there because I'm always testing different things, but I'll say, if you want to learn more about being a mobile YouTuber, go ahead and click the subscribe button followed by the notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. Or if you want to learn how to make content on your phone or learn more about being a mobile YouTuber, right, then I tell them to subscribe. I tell them what they're going to get if they subscribe. But if you just say, subscribe to my channel, hey guys, don't forget to subscribe, that might work for some people, but if you hit that trigger of telling them why they should subscribe, giving them tell them, this is what you're going to get if you subscribe to my channel. I do this on my channel. If you want more of this, if you want this, if you want these types of videos, hit the subscribe button followed by the notification bell. Simple thing, but believe it or not, that works. So put that towards the beginning. You can put something around the middle. You can also put something at the end as well. You're going to have to test it out. Look at your audience retention reports inside of YouTube Analytics. You're going to look at the graph to see where people are dropping off on your video. Make sure that you're definitely putting all your calls to action, asking them to subscribe, asking them to leave a comment, putting all of that towards, before you're seeing, if you're finding a pattern of say, okay, my videos are 5 minutes long and people are only watching 50% of my videos. Well, if you ask people to subscribe past that 50% mark, then half the people aren't going to hear it. So if you put that towards the beginning, then more people are going to hear your call to action. Hybrid says, I made my own lower thirds. Yeah, cool, man. Right on. Did somebody get nailed for too many emojis? All right, another question. This one comes from Matt Hayes. Says, sorry for being late. It's all good, brother. I had to end my own live stream when I saw Nimmin was back. Dude, you ended your live stream. Man, you rock, man. I just hit the monetization thresholds. Awesome. But I'm worried that ads could reduce my traffic. Is there any benefit to holding back on monetization? Yeah, I'm going to break some bad news to you. Unless you are getting a lot of views or you're in if you're making certain niche content that has a higher CPM for ads, you're not going to make a lot of money with ads. A lot of people are like, I can't wait to get monetized. I can't wait to get monetized. I can't wait to get monetized. Don't get me wrong. It's cool to be monetized, but then they get monetized because they're thinking, oh, I'm going to make money. I'm going to make money. Then they get monetized and they're not making a lot of views and they're in a niche that doesn't have a high CPM for the ads. That means they're not getting paid a lot of money for the ads. They're like, hey, I'm not making much money. Like there's a certain artist that I know, Paul Peck. What's going on, dude? I know an artist who makes amazing art. He makes amazing art. Couldn't wait to get monetized. And then he got monetized, and he says that his ad money doesn't even give him enough money to buy paintbrushes. So, there's that. So, I know you've heard this a lot from a lot of creators. They say, find other ways to monetize your content. When you hear YouTubers and other people telling you to do that, they're not kidding. Find other ways to do it. Look at affiliate sales. Like, it all adds up. Like, don't focus on one thing. Yeah, make some money on ads. Try to make some money on affiliate sales. Do you have something that's teachable? Can you make a course around it? What about merch? Can you sell cool t-shirts? Do you have products to sell? Like, do you have a service to sell, right? Maybe you have a service to sell. Flyride is in here. Flyride makes amazing lights. He does custom lights for cars, and that's probably selling you short, Flyride. You do amazing work with lights. You're like a wizard with that stuff. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, Flyride, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you use your channel to drive people to your shop. And do you also sell the light kits as well, Flyride? It's been a while since I looked at your channel. I don't remember exactly what your setup was. A lot of channels. I got to log in up here. You know what I mean? You got to think about what, here's my channel. What are the different ways? Okay, parts. Okay, yeah. So you can use your channel to sell products if you have products. You got to think about, and courses. Okay, that's what it was. Courses and parts, merch, all of it, right? If you focus on just one thing, you're not going to make it very far if you're trying to make money. You got to have multiple income streams. That's just how it works. If you're just like, man, I got to make ads, it's just going to be, me just, throwing money. No, sorry. It's not going to work that way unless you're getting a ton of views or you're in a niche that has a higher CPM. Glue Guns N' Roses says, it varies though. Sunny showed her ad revenue and monthly views, and I make more than her and have half her views. Glue Guns N' Roses, that's because the particular niche that you're in, you get paid more money for ads. Right? That's what I mean. Like if you're in a certain niche, then you can actually get paid more for the ads. So that means you make less views, but you make more for ads. So all the different types of content, the ad rates change. So what you're doing, if you're making more money, that means you're in a good niche. Make more content. Those of us in the education space, depending on what you do in the education space, I know like Roberto Blake, some of the things that he does, I know he gets really, really good high CPM on some of the things that he does, but generally speaking for the education space, it's not too high. And it also changes based on the audience. So if your main audience, if your main demographic is in what's considered a top tier country, right? If you're in the United States, if you're in Canada, if you're in one of these top tier countries, for ad revenue, you're going to make more money with those countries, those more viewers, than the viewers that you're going to get from, say, India or Malaysia or Philippines. It's not that they're lesser countries. It's just that the companies pay less money for the ads that are getting shown in those countries. That's all that happens. So when they're paying less money in those countries, that means you get paid less. So if you have a huge audience and they're Indians, you're going to make less money than if you had the exact same numbers, but you were getting more views, say, in the United States or Canada. Let me jump into the chat and see what's going on here. Rogers is west of Paul Spring. Okay. Well, you guys are just talking amongst yourself. Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, and you also got Patreon. Thank you, Delcisa Runo. Yeah, if you come up with something you can offer on Patreon, that's another route to go. But don't just put all of your eggs in that ad basket. All right, next question. Create Now, Sleep Later says, if you are just starting to stream now, pros and cons between Twitch and YouTube. Seems like monetization options come quicker, subs on Twitch. So what is the real advantage of YouTube when you need 100,000K subs just for join? Not sure what you mean by the latter part. I'm going to pick YouTube every time. The reason I'm going to pick YouTube is because Twitch doesn't really have a discovery feature yet. How do people find you on Twitch? Last time I was on Twitch, they didn't have any way that I could just start searching for people and find them the way that YouTube does. With YouTube, every piece of content that you put out is another way that people can find you, right? So if you have 100 videos out there, that's 100 doorways to finding you. If you have 200 videos, that's 200 doorways to finding you. Discoverability is really difficult on platforms like Twitch. Isaac says Mixer is better. I don't have experience on Mixer. I don't use Mixer. I don't look at it. I've had the app forever. I just haven't spent any time on Mixer. But in terms of people finding you, I think YouTube is going to win hands down, at least now. That could change in the future. That could change tomorrow. That could change next year or 10 years from now. But the way the YouTube platform is set up, it's built so people can find you based on whatever content you're putting out there. I think it's a huge win. Yeah, right? Ninja just peaced out of Twitch. Peace out. All right, next question. Let's see here. Next question is, any tips for a gaming channel? Yeah, man, my tips for a gaming channel is you need to be strategic about your gaming. Think about, why would somebody watch you as a gamer instead of watching one of the other million gamers out there? Find an angle. If you're just doing like, hey, let's play, you better be really good at the game and be really entertaining. And you're just going to put out a lot of content, right? Great looking thumbnails. You got to have a great brand. You'd be really good at what you do. But I would find that if I started a gaming channel, I would look at all the games and say, okay, which games do I like? And then, okay, what's missing in the gaming market? Where are holes that I can fit in to fill a void? What are people looking for? What can I help people with that people aren't doing? And it's not easy. It would be hard work, but I would spend a ton of time researching that, because if you did hit on the right thing, then that could be a shoe-in for having a successful gaming channel. Christina says, best lens for iPhone for wide angle. And what do you think of Rhino Shield? I think Rhino Shield is fantastic. They sent me some of their lenses recently. I think they've got good cases. They've got a great wide angle lens. So what I have a Moment lens, I have a Sandmark lens, and I have the Rhino Shield, all the wide lenses. Moment and Sandmark lenses, they're heavy. They have great glass in them, and when you feel them, they feel heavy. They feel like they're quality. The Rhino Shield lens is a lot lighter. It doesn't feel like it's quality, but when you do actual side-by-side comparison, unless you know what you're looking for, unless you're really zooming in and looking around the edges, you're probably not going to know. If I shot all three and I put them side by side and I said which one is which, you wouldn't be able to tell. So by that I mean for the price, like Rhino Shield's just I think it's maybe a third of the price. It's super affordable compared to the others, but you really can't tell the difference. You have to know what you're looking for if you want to try to pick out some of these. And I think in some situations, the Rhino Shield actually looks a little bit better in some settings because you can shoot all sorts of different things and get different results. But some of the lenses will soften up around the edges. Some of them will break up a little bit. And sometimes the Rhino Shield will outperform the more expensive ones. But if that's your budget, yeah, get Rhino Shield. I actually have some videos coming up on this. I just haven't made them yet. Hey, Lee the Nerd. McGart says Vanessa Lau has awesome info regarding YouTube as well. Vanessa Lau is a absolute unicorn on the platform. She's a shooting star. She's amazing. She's very smart, and she knows what she's talking about. She's great for Instagram. You want to grow your Instagram. She's got great tips on that. She's got great information on YouTube as well. Fantastic creator. She's growing really fast. Hope that was helpful, Christina. If you have any more questions about the lenses, man, hit me up. I'm free to help, but I don't think you're going to go wrong. Like, you could buy all three and go out and shoot on them, and you just throw all the footage in a folder and mix them up, and you wouldn't be able to tell. Like, you really have to know what you're looking for in order to be able to tell the difference between them. And even then, even if you know what you're looking for, you still might not be able to pick the one. I probably couldn't pick it out. Even looking for it, I probably wouldn't be able to pick it out. Like, you'd probably have to be like somebody who's just really dialed in to like lenses and that sort of thing, but not me. Fairy Frequency ASMR says, I'm wondering if my thumbnails and titles are eye-catching. Okay, so I'm not actually doing reviews, but I'll just quickly pull you up here in front of my screen and do a quick first glance on your channel. Little Lake Sounds, 10 Vengeance. Titles, yes. The question is, though, are they titles that people are searching for? That's the question. This is something that TubeBuddy can help you with. Thumbnails. Thumbnails aren't bad. I think you can tweak those a little bit more, make them a little bit more eye-catching. I would work on your font choices, work on your colors just a little bit more. But your titles, yeah, I think your titles are good. You just got to find out if people are searching for those titles or not. But thumbnails aren't bad. Thumbnails aren't bad. I just think you could tweak some of these a little bit more. Little tweaking. If you don't have TubeBuddy, put it in yet and see if that's going to work out. See if you can figure out, of the things that you're looking for, like ASMR skipping rocks. How many people are looking for ASMR skipping rocks? Is this something that's popular? This also helps you come up with video ideas. It'll help you come up with the right video ideas to try to get those views. ASMR, like, there's so many people doing ASMR, it's hard to get noticed. So coming at this strategically and making videos that people are actually looking for, that can be a good win. Says D, have you played with any cameras aside from iPhone that works well wireless as an NDI source without a bunch of glitching? All of the NDI sources that I've tested, Flyride, have all been with my iPhone. I haven't tried any on Android. So you said besides iPhone? No, everything I've tried is on iPhone, and those work well. If you have an app that you are curious about on Android, send me a tweet or send me an email or a DM on Instagram or something. Let me know what that is. I'm happy to check it out and test it. I'm always looking for good NDI apps to see what I can use to connect here with Streamlabs. What did this say? Leela says, ASMR makes me feel uncomfortable. Yeah, it's not for everybody. I think it's cool. PT's Optics has a bunch of wireless cameras. Yeah, okay, so those cameras in particular, okay, so for the phone, yeah, if you've got apps to try, yeah, but I know the PTZ Optics, they make fantastic cameras. David over at Live Streaming Pros, they use those in their studio. They look really good. From what I hear, they don't work well in low light, but I think if you're not shooting in a low light situation, I think they're supposed to be fantastic cameras. Next question here. Let's see. This one comes from Jamify. It says, I've been making videos for 2 years. In that time, I've hit 218 subscribers and 450 videos, but all the time I put in doesn't seem worth it. How do I make the time worth it? Okay, so I'm going to look at your channel really quick. I'm not going to pull you up here on the screen, but I'm going to look at it in my browser. 2 years. Okay, so 2 years. I got to leave it pub stream. Okay. So you're a gaming channel. Hold on here. You're gaming Q&A. Okay, so here's what I got for you. You need to stop everything that you're doing. You know, you're not getting much growth during that 2 years. Stop everything that you're doing. Stop uploading. And I want you to go through the YouTube Creator Academy. Moderators, if you guys can drop a link to the YouTube Creator Academy, please go ahead and do that right now. The YouTube Creator Academy is a free course. It's actually a series of courses. It's created by YouTube, and they teach you how to use the platform. They explain how YouTube works. I want you to learn how to use YouTube. And then I want you to go subscribe to Nick Nimmin, my brother. I want you to subscribe to Brian G. Johnson. Go subscribe to Roberto Blake. Go subscribe to Think Media. Go subscribe to Video Influencers. Go subscribe to Creator Fundamentals. Go, all the YouTube creators. There's so many to name. I know I'm gonna forget some right now. Subscribe to all the creators that you can find, and don't just subscribe to creators who are, you know, make sure that they walk the walk and talk the talk. Look to see if they're getting views on their videos. Look to see if they have a successful channel themselves, and if they are, and they're a YouTube creator and they're teaching, subscribe to them and start looking at learn how to make thumbnails, learn how to craft titles. Like, these are all the things you're not doing on your channel. You got to learn how to do this stuff. Thank you, Hybrid. Thank you, Doug. Thank you, Heidi. Yeah, you've got to learn the skills. And you're young too. I don't know how old you are, but you're definitely young. You've got time ahead of you. So you need to build these skills up. And you also need to think about why you're on YouTube in the first place, because you asked a question. Exactly, Roger. And don't just subscribe, watch, learn, and implement. Exactly. A lot of people will say, hey, I've watched your videos and I've done everything you told me to do, but I'm not growing or I'm not succeeding. What's going on? Then you look at the channel, they're not doing anything. A lot of people will watch videos and in their mind, they're thinking, well, I'm doing the thing. No, you're not doing the thing. You're just watching the video. You still have to implement the thing. You got to learn the thing. You got to implement the thing. Then you have to measure the thing to see if it's working well for you. Then you got to adjust the thing and you got to tweak the thing. And it's a process. It's a never ending process. Hybrid Steel says, it took me a year to figure out my thumbnail layout and channel art. I tweak here and there now, but I'm pretty happy with where I am. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Hybrid. Or buy a van with a snake. Shortcut, right? Shortcut. But yeah, you're young. You're young. You've got like a mix of, you're doing gaming, you're doing comedy skits, you're doing Q&As. Find a focus. Pick one thing to do on your channel, one thing, and just do that, whichever thing you like doing the most. But by having a hodgepodge of content, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of that, you're like, that's the worst way to try to grow on YouTube currently. So learn how to write those titles, focus in on one type of content. The thing you do have going, and the thing you have working towards you is you're young and you have time. You've got all the time in the world to learn these skills, but you got to learn them. What's happening right now, it looks like you're just uploading. You're just like brute force uploading, and it's not getting you anywhere because there's no real focus, and you got to really put the time in to learn how to write good titles. And you got to be patient too. It takes, I mean, you've been on it for 2 years, but you've been doing it for 2 years without focusing on the right things. You got to learn what to focus on that matter. You got to learn how to focus on the things that matter. And that's where things are going to change. Focusing on the wrong things or not focusing on anything, you're going to spin your wheels for 2 years. All righty here. Just about got this wrapped up with this. Do you have any? Do you do critiques of video footage and editing? If so, when? This is from Wiki Pamela. I currently do not. This is something that I'm going to offer on my Patreon. I've been working on my Patreon. I should have had it up already, but back and forth traveling to the US, I've been sidetracked. little bit lazy and sidetracked. But one of the things I'm going to offer on Patreon is I'm going to help people with editing. I'm going to help, critiquing their video, try to help them get better on camera. Because I can't do this on YouTube. I can't pull your video up on my channel. I mean, I could, but I don't want to get hit with some crazy duplicate content thing from the AI. Some people have problems with that. I don't want you to come back later and hit me with a copyright strike because I put your video on my channel. There's reasons why people don't pull other people's videos up on their channels. So yeah, that's something that I'll offer on Patreon when that opens up. Hey, Trusted Texan, how's it going, man? But here you are, Trusted Texan. Welcome, man. Thanks for coming to hang out. Magdalena Helen, how are you doing? Hey. Hope you were doing well. Wiki Pamela. Okay, yep. Next question. Lucky Bot Gaming says, how do I make intros and outros for free on iPhone? Yeah, the key to all this is free, right? How do I do all this stuff for free? Okay, first of all, I want to say that you don't need an intro. It's not necessary that you have an intro. Not everybody has an intro. I currently don't have an intro, so don't think that you have to have one. That said, if you do want an intro, you can go to panzoid.com. And you can get all sorts of intros on panzoid.com. You can also use your favorite video editing app. You can use KineMaster, you can use iMovie, whatever you have. If you're thinking about free, then maybe Vlogit or maybe InShot or iMovie, and you can you can make your own intro. You can use their fonts, put backgrounds in it, use transitions around the fonts, and those transitions can move your logos around and that sort of thing to kind of make it look like an intro. But free, man, like you want free, that's what you've got. A Hybrid says you can use Panzoid to make yours in the tutorials. Okay. Says, I have almost 1.2 thousand subscribers and my intro is literally 3 seconds flash of my PNG logo on a black transition. Intros are overrated, just needs to make it your style. Exactly, Trusted Texan. I don't have any, I have no intro, none whatsoever. I've been thinking about testing one out. Exactly that, like three or 4 seconds. I'm kind of brainstorming on some different intro ideas that I want to test to where and basically if you're using an intro, it's important that you know how to use an intro. Come in with your hook, right? Come in with your hook, tell them what is coming in the video. Today, I'm going to show you how to XYZ. Bam, intro plays. Welcome back. My name is whatever your name is. Today, I'm going to show you how to do this, then get into the thing. All right. Just keep in mind that you want to keep it short. A lot of people make this mistake of putting these huge intros. Man, I'm not going to throw shade on anybody, but there's a fantastic tech channel. He's got, I think he's got around 15,000 subscribers. In my opinion, he's one of the better channels out there, but he completely ruins his videos. His intro is almost a minute long. Almost a minute long intro. It's absolutely ridiculous, and it's killing his channel. Like, he would probably be 5 times the size that he is if he would ditch his intro or just shorten it down to like 3 seconds. But it's this huge, right? A minute, right? Who's going to sit around for a minute for an intro? You got like 3, 4, 5 seconds. That's it. Keep it short, keep it sweet, keep it focused, but start with the hook. You got to hit him with the hook right out of the gate. Next question. Prozoid says, how do you get sponsored? Okay, that's a good question. And I don't know, are you a gaming channel? You're not a gaming channel. Okay, so it depends on where you're at along your journey. And it depends on what you're actually looking for. But if you have a channel that's providing value, you're getting views, you're getting subscribers, people are engaging, right? Like if you're not getting comments on your channel, brands might not be that interested. When brands are going to look at your channel, they're going to look at your view count. Unfortunately, they do look, a lot of them look at your subscriber count. Like, it sucks because subscribers, hey, Carrie, how's it going? Subscribers, I know it means a lot to you when you're hitting the milestone. Like, wow, I just hit 500 subscribers. I just hit 1,000 subscribers. I just hit 100,000 subscribers. YouTube sends out a play button, right? There's nothing wrong with celebrating those milestones. But in terms of YouTube growth, your subscriber count doesn't really matter that much. It's your views that matter. It's your views that are driving your channel, right? You want the views on your videos, especially if you look at who's watching your videos. If your channel's growing, the majority of the people watching your videos are not going to be subscribers. Like currently, you know, my channel is growing really fast right now. I think I'm getting between 5,000 and 6,000 new subscribers per month. But I'm getting, I think, 80-something% of my views are from non-subscribers. And that's what you want, because that means YouTube is showing my content to new people who are not subscribing. That's why I'm growing as fast as I am, right? So I want those views. I want all those views on those videos. I want to keep being suggested out to non-subscribers. The subscribers, you know, 10%, 15%, they're the ones watching my videos. So it's not that important to have them. Unfortunately, there is a thing called social proof. And social proof is where some brands will look at your subscriber count. They'll look at your view count. They'll look at your engagement. Are people engaging? Are they leaving comments? Are you know, likes? So that's the first thing you want. Is you want to make sure you've got a community built around your channel. You got to make sure you're a good fit with a brand. So the next thing you want to do, if everything's working, you're getting views, you are getting subscribers, you're getting good engagement, right? You need a media kit. Get a media kit together. You can just go in and Google free media kit or paid media kit. There's templates that you can get. Build out your media kit. Fill everything out, you know, talk about your views, talk about everything about your channel. It's pretty self-explanatory what's in a media kit. And then contact the brands that you want to work with. And don't start with, I want. Keep in mind, this isn't about you. Reach out to them, find the right people, and LinkedIn's a good spot for this, depending on what you're into. Reach out to them and tell the brand what you can do for them, right? This isn't about give me. This isn't about I want stuff. This is about, this is what I can do for your brand, right? I want to introduce your products to my audience. I think they're a perfect fit. Think about how you can add value to the brand. Not give me, not what I can take from the brand. What value can I add to the brand? Approach it that way. And then you just got to beat the pavement. You got to start sending them out. Send those media kits to all the brands that you want to work with. The majority of them are going to, Leila says, I love how we're still talking about intros while D's moved on. I'm way gone. Right? Most of the brands are either not going to reply, or they're just going to reply back and say no. However, you don't need all of them to reply. You need one. You need two. And then what you can do, you get your first brand, and then you can also add that to your media kit. Current sponsors, this brand. Then you send those out to other brands, right? Oh, he's already working with one brand. He understands how it works. Eventually, you'll get two. It's a slow process. Most of the companies are going to say no. Make your media kit professional. Make sure you're getting a lot of engagement. You're getting views, and just tell them the value that you're going to bring them. It's not about you. It's not about what you can take from them. Paul Peck is a great mention here. He says Social Blue Book is a good tool. So it's socialbluebook.com. Socialbluebook.com will tell you, and it's kind of loosely based. You have to authenticate your channel. It runs the data, and it says between the low end, the mid-range, and the high end of how much money you can ask for a video. So a dedicated video, you can ask for this much. A shout out, you can ask for this much. Now, I have heard that Social Blue Book kind of leans on the high side, but at the end of the day, it really comes down to how much money do you think your content is worth? Because it's not just your video when you're asking for a price. It's not just your video. It's how much time did it take to make the video? Are there any production costs involved? Well, your time is expensive. So you've got your views, but you also have your time involved as well as what's going to go behind that. So to wrap, hold on. Lindsay says, that's so smart. I haven't reached out to sponsors yet for affiliates. Yeah, I mean, look, you're always going to get no. If you don't ask, it's always going to be no. You are always going to be told no if you're never asking. I mean, they don't even have to say no because it's not going to happen. You're not going to get any by not asking. Put a good-looking media kit together. If that means you got to hire somebody to put it together, hire somebody to put it together. Right? Build it up. Give them all the data. Tell them what your demographics are. Tell them what your average views are. Tell them, who's watching your videos. What's your current subscriber count? Right? Talk a little bit about your channel. Talk about your audience. Talk about what videos do well. And then when you reach out to them, tell them how you can help them. You're going to get a lot of no's. Most of them are going to be no's, but all you need is that one to start. Right? If you never ask, you will never not receive potentially crazy benefits. Exactly, Trusted Texan. And, this is one. Tell them about your intros. Exactly. Tell them how rad your intros are, right? No, but you never know. Like you just got to beat on those doors and look, do whatever you want on your channel, but don't just knock on doors trying to get stuff. Really think it through. Think about, man, which of these brands would my audience actually, where does that fit? The type of content that I make. Is this a good match? Is this brand a good match for my channel, what I'm doing? Don't just hey, I just need money, or I just want free stuff, and just reach out to everybody. No, think it through. Think about who can I work with? Whose products would work well with what I'm doing? Give us some thought. GMA Lolly says, hey, how's it going, by the way? She says, do brands ever contact small creators? Yes, they do. They actually do quite a bit. So this is a funny story, and I can't name them just yet because the ink hasn't sealed, but I'm in the process of closing a deal with a really large company, and I was really embarrassed. And this has just happened within the past week, and I'd love to be honest with you guys, so I'm going to tell you what happened. So they reached out to me. We went through this whole process. I gave them a price. They're cool with the price. We're supposed to get on a call tomorrow. And then during the conversation, they said, yeah, we reached out to you like 6 months ago, and we didn't receive an email back. And I was like, oh my God. So I went into my email and I searched their email address. And sure enough, it was actually like 7 months ago, they sent me an email, and I was only half the size that I am now, but they sent me an email back then and said that they'd been watching my channel for months, right? But I didn't see their, well, here's what I think happened. I get bombarded, and if you guys are in the tech space, you probably know what I'm talking about. I get bombarded every single day with Chinese companies that are trying to get me to buy stuff on Amazon. Hey, buy our stuff on Amazon, and then we'll pay you back with PayPal. And hey, here's a vacuum cleaner. All this ridiculous stuff. So what happens is I've started to identify a lot of them. Well, first of all, if it says Amazon, now it goes to trash. But some of them get through, and I started to identify, names. I hate to just say I'm looking for Chinese names, but I'm looking for certain things in the title, certain things in the buy to kind of trigger, is this coming from one of these Amazon sellers? Because their name is similar to one of those companies, I think I overlooked it, thinking it was, somebody trying to sell me a vacuum cleaner, and I didn't open it up. But anyway, I felt really bad because they've been trying to work with me for 6 months, and I didn't blow them off. So keep an eye on your email. Right? Moral of the story, keep an eye on your email. Hey, Car Galaxy Studios, what's going on? Keep an eye on your email, because filters can get you, not answering it can get you. But yeah, I apologize. I said, hey, this is what happened. I apologize. I don't know how it happened. And they're like, no, it's all good. We're connected now. So yeah, they do reach out to smaller channels. Even when I was around the, what was it? Probably around 1,000 to 2,000 subscriber range, I started having companies reach out to me. Unfortunately, they weren't companies that I wanted to work with. At that level, doing what I do, I was getting a lot of Chinese companies wanting to partner with me to, hey, we'll sponsor your channel, but we want you to talk about our crappy app in every other video or something. It wasn't a good fit. I mean, yeah, money's money, but it's not a good fit. And I know the moment I start deceiving my audience, the moment I start deceiving my viewers, the community, as soon as you do that, it's over. So I wanted to hold out until, the right deals came along. And they will. Just keep at it, keep knocking on the doors, and those deals will come. Trusted Texan says, I guess if you're a really small streamer, no viewers, why would you check the chat, Oh, okay. I thought you were talking to me. They love you long time. They try, Roger. They do, man. They do. Some of these companies coming out of China are, I give them credit for trying, but they just come out with the weirdest things. Like, I focus on mobile YouTubers, mobile content, mobile apps, hey, we've got this shirt steamer that would work really well for your channel. Oh, Dee, we've been watching your channel for 4 months. We think our shirt steamer would be a great match for your audience. What? What? But who knows? Maybe they know something I don't. All right. Next question. How to get my viewers up? You keep making content Net is Nook. You get your viewers up by keep making content. You got to learn how to make good titles and good thumbnails. Go through the YouTube Creator Academy. They've dropped links already in the chat to that. You got to learn how to do stuff. You got to learn how YouTube works. Paul Peck says, I get a lot of offers, but it's mostly for non-specific niche stuff, LED lights and stuff. Yeah, exactly. You'll get all sorts of weird things. But yeah, my shirts must have wrinkles, right? Vacuum cleaners. Man, shirt steamers, vacuum cleaners. I get all kinds of stuff for people selling. I got a mobile channel, so this is fair, right? Mobile channel, and they want me to do things about like mobile car holders. Like, you know, here's all these different holders for your phone and your car. It kind of fits, but no, I'm not doing that. Justin will do a steamer. All right. All right, next question here. How to build a brand with my weight loss channel. Okay, this is from Net is Nook. Net is Nook. I'm going to look at your channel really quick. How to build a brand. You build a brand. Hold on, let me pull you up. Net is Nook. Okay, congratulations on your weight loss thing. By the way, looks like you are moving forward. The first thing I would advise you to do, Net is Nook, is get with a designer. Get somebody off of Fiverr or get Grabster. Grabster's in here. Grabster was in here earlier. Grabster, if you're still in here, say hi. Get with the designer. Get with somebody who can help you design your channel art. They can help you pull a thumbnail together. Basically, the first thing you want to do is come up with an overall look for your channel. You want elements in your channel art and your thumbnails. You want everything to be tied together. Your logo. If you have any graphics come on your screen, you want that to be similar to, you want a visual brand first, right? You want everything to kind of look the part, right? Branding is everything. You need your own style, your own fonts. You need your own colors. You need to think that through, then get with a designer and build that out. This is what my channel art looks like. This is what my thumbnails, you know, you can keep doing what you're doing in your thumbnails, but add some element to your thumbnails that kind of ties it all together. And if you've got any graphics that come in your videos, you want to tie that together as well. And you want to do that over and over and mention it in your videos. If you can come up with some sort of a catchphrase or some sort of a hashtag, Cody Warner has probably the best one to ever hit the internet, right? Hashtag no small creator, right? Like that's beyond a brand. That's a movement. Cody Warner created a movement with that. So if you can think of maybe some sort of a hashtag or something that you can say, some short little tag, right? Things that people remember, because they will remember them. If you say it over and you say it over and you say it over, people will latch on to that stuff, right? But it starts with having everything look like it's part of something. Like if you like right now, you've got, let me pull you back up here. Like your channel art looks one way and it looks good. Your thumbnails look another way and they look good, but there's nothing tying it all together. You need something to get tied together, tied all together. Also, I recommend, and I'm going to pull this up here for you. Here on your subscriptions here, remove this. You don't want this on your channel right now because you're growing your channel. I wouldn't put anything on your front channel that's going to take people off of your channel. So what's happening is, say I land on your channel. Okay, what's going on here? I'm looking around and I see your subscriptions and I say, wow, Health Nut Nutrition, they got 500,000 subscribers. They probably have some great stuff. I'm going to click on them and then I'm going to leave. I'm going to leave your channel. So all of this, delete it. What you want to do right now is focus everything on your channel. Your liked videos, don't make these public. Or don't put them, if you are going to make them public, don't put them on your front channel, on the front page here. Again, oh wow, how I made $100,000 from YouTube in a single video. I'm out of here. I'm leaving your channel. I'm clicking on that. Any channel, right? Weight loss. Here's your playlist. These are playlists to other channels that, I see one of yours, but these have nothing to do with you. So what you want to do right now is every single thing on your channel, everything is yours. Don't link out to anybody else right now. You want to build your channel, build your brand, right? Build your weight loss brand. And you're not going to be able to do that at this stage by offering out exits from your channel to other people's stuff. You want them to hit your channel and watch your videos, video after video after video. They finish one video, Recommend the next video to them that makes sense on your waitlist journey. Build playlists, right, that make sense. Start them on this video. What would be the next video they should watch? Then add that video to the playlist. Then after that, what would be the next video they should watch? And so on and so forth. You want to do everything to keep them on your channel. No exits, right? The only way they're getting out of your channel is if they go back up to YouTube and they search for something else, or they get recommended something else in the sidebar. But you don't want to make it easy for them to like, oh, wow, they got more subscribers, or there's a video that's more interesting than her video. I'm out. You don't want that. And somebody just dropped a super chat. Hold on, who was that? Grandma, GMA Lolly Stories. Thank you for answering my question. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Car Galaxy Studios, yes, I will mod the Urban Explorer. Unfortunately, I can't, for some reason, Streamlabs is unallowing me to do that right now. Don't know why. Hey, Josephine, welcome back. And I think I just closed. Oh, no. Did I just do that? Nope. Okay, hold on here. Next question. Trusted Texan, what is one thing you would suggest I change about my channel for greater growth? I'm not sure if I can ask this. Yeah, I'll pull you up really quick. I'm not doing full channel reviews today, but let me just give you a quick look over. Actually, dude, I'll tell you what, man. I would like to actually dig in a little bit deeper on your channel. Send me a DM on Twitter or Instagram or whatever, and let's have this conversation there. Because I'm actually going to wrap this up to get out of here. What's up, Tube Techie? So yeah, shoot this same question to me over on Twitter. Let me look at the channel so I can actually like look at it a little bit better. I've got one channel review I need to pull up. Thanks, Justin, man. Much appreciated, dude. You deserve M&Ms. I do deserve M&Ms. I deserve a ton of it. I want to bathe in M&Ms. Is what I want. I want to bathe in M&Ms until they melt. And you're never going to be able to erase that image from your head, from your mind, just letting you know. All right, next question. I post clips from my Xbot, but I still can't get better quality. It caps out at 720. Okay, I don't have an Xbox, so I can't help you there. If you're posting clips from Xbox, maybe one of the gamers in the channel or in the chat right now can help you with that. If you edit on you post clips from Xbot, but I can't get better quality. Yeah, I can't help you with that, unfortunately. If there's anyone in the chat that can help with Xbox, the question is, but I can't get better quality. It caps out at 720. What should I do? Sorry, I can't answer that one, dude. I get asked that a lot, actually. Prozoid, that's an interesting question. What are the best apps to start a community? If you want to start a community, look no further than YouTube. You can build a huge community on YouTube just by being engaging in your comments. And I would recommend Discord. That would be another one. Those YouTube and Discord. You can go on that. John Cardina says, how do you give value? Great question. You give value by figuring out what you can do for people. How can you help people? How can you help people solve problems? Everybody needs problem solves. Everybody's looking for help for something. Figure out what those things are. My thing is I help people solve mobile problems. It's easy to say, hey, master your mobile. It's easy to say, hey, if you want to learn more about YouTube or learn more about mobile content creation, subscribe to my channel. That's easy. But in reality, what I'm doing is I'm helping people solve problems with their phones. I'm helping mobile creators solve problems. I'm helping mobile YouTubers solve problems. In the chat, I'm helping people solve problems in general. Every question that comes in is a problem that they have, and I'm trying to find a solution to that problem. So that's how I'm providing value. I'm solving problems for people. So if you can be a problem solver, if you can lift people up, if you can empower people, if you can make people feel good about themselves, if you can motivate people, if you can inspire people, man, all ways to provide value. June Love, thank you so much for the super chat. Haven't started my channel yet, still researching. What's the best way to do a side-by-side collab channel with someone who lives in another state? Wish we could be side-by-side, but we can't. Okay, so if you're wanting to do collabs with people who live anywhere in the world, you can either use Dropbox or use Google Drive. That's how most people will send large video files back and forth. And the way you want to do this is figure out what you're going to do for the collab. And don't just collab for the sake of collabing. You want to collab based on how each of you can provide value for the other audience. So do a collab video on your channel that's going to provide value for your audience, and vice versa. So what you want to do is figure out what that video is, kind of, you know, loosely write it out, what each of you are going to do, and say, okay, you do this part of the video, I'll do this part of the video. Then whoever's channel it's going to go on, the other person makes that video, they upload it to either Dropbox or Google Drive, then you download it and you put it in your editor and you put it together, and vice versa for their channel. And then what you want to do is you let them know when you're going to publish the video. All right, I'm going to publish on this day at this time. And then when that happens, let them know. And by the way, you want to link out to their video in the description. You want to mention their video, and you want to mention their channel while you're doing the video. Maybe even add them to your end screen. Then when the video goes live, hey, Midnight Madness, what's going on, dude? Then when the video goes live, they're going to share it out wherever they share stuff on social media, and vice versa, right? You go live, they share it out, and you share it out. And then when their video goes live, you do the same thing. The idea is you want to bring as many eyes as possible to that video, and you have two creators working on the same goal there, and that really helps. Matt Hayes, man, I'm actually not pulling anybody out side by sides. That's live. That's where it is. I've got one channel review that I'm going to do, and give me just a second here. Hold on. Super chats. Let me see what I need to look at with this particular channel. Give me just a second here, because I got a lot of super chats that came in today. Great to see you, bro. Central Florida. Hold on. Let's show you the bag. God, you guys have been so generous today. Thank you so much. Somebody dropped. It started. Okay, so that's really weird. So somebody left me a super chat for a channel review. If you are still in here, please speak now, because I don't see it in the I don't see it in my super chats here. So so the person who left the super chat a long time ago to review, I don't see it. Send me a note, and then next Sunday I'll make sure to get you pulled up, because I'm not seeing you in here. And then Matthew Hayes, I will actually pull you up instead, because I was just going to do one. So let me try to get you pulled up here, and I'll just do a quick little thing here, because I'm going to hop off. So Matt Hayes, Tottenham, just Matt Hayes, Tottenham. Okay, where you at? All right, let's get you pulled up. Let's see what's going on here. Channel reviews, Matt Hayes, Tottenham blog, transfer talk, match reviews, and interactive live streams. Header fits on a mobile phone. I'm giving you a thumbs up on that. I do want to say, though, that like Matt Hayes, Tottenham blog, it's not really a blog, right? Like this isn't a blog. So anyway, just something to think about. I just get a little confusion on that. Tottenham fan voice, win a free Tottenham jersey. Latest Tottenham transfer news, Tottenham and Bruno, Tottenham. I mean, if Tottenham is what you're going for, you're definitely nailing that at the beginning on your titles. But what I would do for you, the main takeaway, I would try to find a way to come up with better thumbnails. I think you could get more views, and you're getting views, right? 2,000 views 2 days ago. That's fantastic, right? Stream almost 3,000 views a day ago. So you're getting the views. I think you could even get more views if you focused on trying to dial in a thumbnail look a little bit better. I actually like your blue ones a little bit better. I think if the fonts were larger and easier to read on the blue ones, I might like those better. But you're getting the views. But I would definitely come in and do some thumbnail work. You could probably get a lot better views if you make the right thumbnail. They also look kind of text heavy, and I think the font that you're using makes it a little bit difficult to read. What do you guys think about the Tottenham? I'm pronounced Tottenham. Well, that's my American thing, slaughtering the thing there. Tottenham. What do you guys think about the font? Do you guys like the font in the text, or do you think it should be less text and bolder font? What do you guys think? I think it should be less text in a bolder font. Too wordy. Yep. Too many words. Simplify it. Think about 3 or 4 words for each of your thumbnail. bold fonts, easier to read. And I still think you could probably get some better imagery in there as well. But since you are getting views, I just think some small tweaks. Now, let me look at one of these videos. Looks like your live streams are doing well. And I'm not sure what you're doing on your live streams. Maybe you're live streaming a game. I don't know. Oh, man, I can't actually pull up your description. For some reason, my screen is getting overtaken when I pull up your description. Let's see. Tottenham win Audi Cup. Okay, your descriptions look fine. You've got your subscribe in the description. That looks good. Facebook groups, got it. Recommended playlist, got it. Okay, yep, that's all good. Your description looks good. Yeah, so for you, man, thumbnails. I would say dial in your thumbnails. That's what I got for you. Everything else, you know, you're getting views, man. That works. Keep doing it. Just keep tweaking those thumbnails, right? It's an ongoing process trying to get the best thumbnail possible. All right, guys, listen, thank you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. Wow. I'm a little bit rusty. It's been a month since I live streamed, but I'm so glad you guys came to hang out. Thank you so much for being so generous. Thank you to everyone who shared this out on Twitter. I usually pull up the phone and give retweets and stuff live. And you know what? Let me let's take a look at that. Let's see who did share this out. I'm going to backpedal there for just a second. Who shared this out? Boom, the Urban Explorer. Thank you, brother. Who else shared this out? We got one share. Urban Explorer, what's going on? Not a lot of love today. Oh, here they come. Take that back. Oh, you really? Oh my God, look at that. Christina, there you go. Thank you. All right, so we've got a bunch of them in here. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate it. Thank you, Lindsay. Much appreciated. Thank you, Mike Phillips. Thank you. All right, I'll dig through these a little bit deeper in case I miss somebody. Thank you for the shares. Much appreciated. Got Terry Crews on here going wild, and I need you. Thanks for the shares. Thanks for the love. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you guys learned something today. If you did, give this a thumbs up on the way out if you haven't done so already. If you didn't learn anything, give it a thumbs down. It lets me know I need to up my game. I'll see you next Sunday. Yeah, thanks again for hanging out, man. I appreciate it. I'll see you next Saturday, I think, for Nimmin Live on Nick's channel, and the next Sunday, I'll see you here. See you then. All right. For those of you who know, we got the after party that comes on after the end credits. We kind of roll out of here like Marvel does. So now the real party is going to stop. The real party is going to start. All the people who fell off, they're gone. Wheels fell off. So here we go. No, I just want to thank you guys again. Paul Peck, thank you, man. Coleman and Yusuf, thank you. Neil, the Urban Explorer, man, thank you so much, guys. Alpha Mindset, thank you. Car Galaxy Studios, thank you. Doug Houston YT, thank you. Who am I missing? 3D Plastic Fantasy, thank you. Josephine, as always, thank you. June Love, thank you. Lindsay Hazel, thank you so much. What? Yeah, that's how I roll, guys. You never know. You never know what's going to happen at the end of one of these streams. You got to watch them, man. You got to watch to the end. It's like a Marvel movie, right? Ned is Nook, thank you so much for hanging out. Yeah, baby, bonus content for the win. It's like the cuddle after the love. That's right, you guys. Alpha Mindset. Hey, guys, thanks again, man. I really appreciate it. You guys are so generous today. Thanks for the shares. Thanks for the thumbs up. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for the questions. Great questions today, by the way. Hey, MGart, don't know how to pronounce that, but it's 3D Plastic Fantasy. Right on, guys. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Next Saturday. Look, you guys got to reach out to Nick. Here's the thing. You guys need to tweet Nick. And like, Nick, we got to have Nimmin Live back. Can we do that? Can we get on Nick to tell Nick to get Nimmin Live back here? Can we do that? So as long as Nick's on board, and I think he is, and I'm pretty sure he said this coming Saturday, we're gonna get on it. So hopefully this Saturday. Listen, if you guys are not subscribed to my brother Nick Nimmin, I know most of you are because most of you are blue in here. Over on Nick's channel on Saturday will be Nimmin Live, fingers crossed, and then next Sunday will be here. So yeah, get on Nick. All right, guys, thank you so much again, and I will see you next weekend.